term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-524-4948. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-524-4948. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-524-4948 or biglou.com.
Since 1966, the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches has been more than just a place to stay. It's been a place to belong. For children facing hardships through no fault of their own, our ranches provide more than shelter. With open arms, we welcome these young hearts, giving them the love, structure, and guidance they need to heal, grow, and thrive in a warm Christian environment. With the end of the year approaching, many will decide whether to help those who are less fortunate. When you give to the Alabama Sheriff's Youth Ranches, you give Alabama's children the chance they deserve. Every donation stays within Alabama, directly impacting the lives of the children who need it the most. Join us in making a difference. We'd be honored to have you as a part of our mission to lift Alabama's youth. And we're also looking for compassionate couples to join our mission as house parents. We provide housing, medical benefits, a 401k, paid vacation, and the chance to make a lasting difference. Visit AlabamaSheriff'sYouthRanches.org. The Alabama Sheriff Youth Ranches reminds you it's easier to build boys and girls than to repair men and women.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Wiley Sanders Truck Lines.
Go to work for a family that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders is looking for experienced dump truck drivers. Call them today, 855-777-9785. Drive for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines and be part of the family.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy. Overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Brighten your holidays with ASE Credit Union. Enjoy the season stress-free with our special holiday loans. Visit us or call today to learn more. ASE Credit Union. Your ASECU.com. 334-270-9011. Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers. Trustworthy, accurate, immediate, carrying your voice across the river region. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Something else, huh, Russ?
Yeah, Dad.
Isn't it a beaut, Audrey?
She'll see it later, honey. Her eyes are frozen.
Most enduring traditions of the season are best enjoyed in the warm embrace of kith and kin. The three are the symbol of the spirit of the Grithwald family Christmas.
Dad, did you bring a saw?
It's that time. Christmas time is here. Everybody knows there's not a better time of year. Hear that sleigh. Santa's on his way. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation. Got a ton of stuff to celebrate. Now it's getting closer, I can't wait. Gonna make this holiday as perfect as can be. Just wait and see this Christmas vacation. This old house sure is looking good. Got ourselves the finest snowman in the neighborhood. Ain't it fun? Always on the run. That's how it's done on Christmas vacation. Let's go deck the halls and light the lights. Get a toasty fire burning bright. Give St. Nick the warmest welcome that he's ever had. We're so glad it's Christmas vacation. And when the nights are peaceful and serene, we can cuddle up and do our Christmas dreaming. Christmas vacation, Christmas vacation, Christmas vacation. We're so glad it's Christmas vacation. Ba la 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 and ho ho ho. Jingle jangle jingle as we go. Let the spirit of the season carry us away. Hip hip hooray for Christmas vacation.
Calling all stations. Clear the air lanes. Clear all air lanes for the big broadcast.
It is Christmas week, and it's a one-day week.
2-day week for me.
Well, David Blackman joining us in about 6 shopping minutes.
And here they are.
They would be me, your gracious, occasionally trucking host Greg Goodell, and my stunning co-host Pamela Dubuque.
Your matching co-host.
We did not communicate or text on what to wear. I remember you saying dress festive. For me, it's always the red vest. I've had one of these for, God, so many years.
And I don't have a lot besides black. So it was this.
Well, and I'm wondering if David's going to be wearing something.
I did tell him this is our basically Christmas party.
Yeah. And no Thursday show, obviously, because that is Christmas. And tomorrow, after I because I have too much blood and I have to leave some right up the street here. Not on the street, I mean, at a legitimate facility. It's off to New Orleans for some Christmas goose.
Yay.
Baked a seafood lasagna today, which is something I've been making, for over 3 decades. I was experimenting with Betty Crocker, not the woman in the book. And I decided to try it. It looked good. Shrimp and crab in a garlic mozzarella cream sauce. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
I tried it and she loved it. And it's one of those things she has loved her whole life. Like kids go in and out of favorites.
Yeah.
This is, so it's, many times I've made one and driven it down there and made that our welcome dinner. So that's all set. Later on this afternoon, the movie Maven is going to join us, Ella Murray, and David in just a few. The show brought to you in part, not that I need a reminder, by Jack Ingram, Signature Used Cars. Boy, the stuff we were talking about last week over there went flying out the door. which is why I say when we mention some of the incredible vehicles and values they have, a place where you can shop the pre-owned market with great confidence, because they're, even other people in that business admit, yeah, they really check their vehicles out. So it's a place where you can shop with confidence, and they still have a couple of options left under 10, including a 2014 Volkswagen Jetta. That car is beautiful. Maybe if you're gifting a car to a new driver, I'm just saying, that's not spoiling. When a kid needs a car, you want to put them in something safe. And Jettas are incredibly popular with new female drivers because of their safety features. And she won't complain because it's pretty cool looking. But there are dozens and dozens of options in all price ranges and style, all makes and models. I'm talking the under 10s here, but plenty more cars below 20 than anybody else in town. And if you're ready for your first Porsche experience without paying the depreciation, they've got $10,000 to $15,000 discounts on a wide array of those. Start your shopping at Jack Ingram SignatureUsedCars.com. 25 lending partners, they'll get you done. Just get yourself in, because it's always a good time to love what you drive, and they wish you a Merry Christmas. Our first traffic with Skipper at 312. David.
Well, good afternoon. We had an accident reported just a little while ago at Taylor Road and Troy Highway. Please watch out for some emergency units there. Boulevards are a bit busy in places. East and east-south are busiest. We've also got a little bit of traffic around I-65 on Southwest Boulevard, 231 to Wetumpka, some of the usual players. But overall, looking really good. Keep it here. We'll keep you updated. Great Christmas shopping at Premier Place. Shop Bath and Body Works. Cuts by us, Hourglass Optical, Faro Vape and Phone Repair, and more. Premier Place in Prattville. Another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
Hi, this is Bo Goodson from the Goodson Group with your Real Estate Minute. Are you getting ready to put your home up for sale? Remember the 6 Ps. Prepare your home by deep cleaning, painting where needed, yard work, decluttering the inside. Present your home to the market through the experienced realtor who knows how to market the home and get it sold. Price the home at fair market value of what the home should bring in today's market. Your realtor can guide you in pricing the home to sell, not sit. Pay for part of the closing cost and provide a 1-year warranty. Buyers today don't have the down payment and all the cost of buying a home without some help. Prepare to look at offers from the marketplace and accept the best offer for your needs. And 6, place your trust in experienced professionals, including your realtor, closing attorney, and mortgage company. For all the details, call Bo Goodson at the Goodson Group, 221-2883. And remember, we are now hiring agents, both new and experienced. Call me today for an interview. Bo Goodson, 221-2883.
What's your biggest investment? More than likely, it's your home. So treat it that way when you hire a painting contractor. At PBS Painting, there are no gimmicks, no $99 specials, just quality painting and someone who treats your home with the same respect that you do. At PBS Painting, we have been painting for years and look forward to many more years to come. With PBS Painting, the job gets prepped properly, whether it's cleaning, scraping, or priming. We always use quality products, which is a must for a quality paint job. So if you're looking for a painter that doesn't need upfront money and is on the job at all times, then please give me a call. Scott Bowers and PBS Painting, 294-5122. That's PBS Painting, 294-5122. Look at some of our work on Facebook at PBS Painting Montgomery.
Attention Montgomery business owners. Want more customers without guessing how to reach them? Blue Water Broadcasting isn't just radio. We're your full-service digital marketing partner. From smart social media campaigns to targeted display ads to SEO that actually works. We help your business get seen by the right people at the right time. Whether you're a local shop, a growing brand, or an established company, our team can build a custom strategy that drives real results on air and online. Ready to grow? Call Blue Water Broadcasting today or visit bluewaterbroadcasting.com. Blue Water Broadcasting, your audience is waiting.
What does it mean for a nation to be successful? I'm Stephanie Bryan, Tribal Chair and CEO of the Porch Creek Indians. We believe a successful nation gives back. As we've built economic opportunity and prosperity, the Porch Creek Indians have been able to give back to our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. More than $37 million since 2021 alone. From education and health care to tornado relief, Learn more about our charitable giving at porchcreekindians.org.
All the headlines the mainstream media won't touch. Your News Talk station. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
I'm Jeff Bezos with a little holiday poem just for today. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through your house, the Amazon packages are piled high, all purchased with the click of a mouse. And if you haven't shopped yet, there still is time with free 2-day shipping from Amazon Prime. Anyway, yada, 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 a bowl full of jelly, blah, 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 dash away all, you know the rest. So, hear me exclaim, ere the delivery van drives out of sight, Merry Christmas to all, and to all, get back to shopping. Bezos Claus needs a new mega yacht. Ho, ho, ho.
As the 21st century began, natural selection, the process by which the strongest, the smartest, the fastest reproduced in greater numbers than the rest, a process which had once favored the noblest traits of man, now began to favor different traits. A dumbing down. How did this happen? Evolution does not necessarily reward intelligence. With no natural predators to thin the herd, it began to simply reward those who reproduced the most and left the intelligent to become an endangered species.
David Blackman and Greg Budell present Tales of the Idiocracy.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
Along with Master Thespian and of course Pamela Dubuque. And this entire broadcast is a presentation of Montgomery Paint and Body on the boulevard of East Shirley Lane, 27 Rec with the W. We now go to somewhere in Texas. The man with the 10-gallon brain, diehard Dodger fan, probably hoping for another free agent for Christmas, like they need the help. Please welcome everybody, the one, the only, David Blackman.
Yay! Howdy, y'all.
Woohoo! See that genuine Texas howdy, y'all? You should give us howdy, y'all lessons.
Howdy, y'all.
How are you?
I'm just lovely, man. It was a beautiful weekend. Had spent a lot of time with family. Didn't get much written, but that's okay. It's just that time of the year, and I tend to slouch a little bit in the last 2 weeks of the year, and there's not going to be any difference this year.
I don't know that anybody would call that slouching. In fact, you can tell. I think it's because it's on a Thursday this year, like Thanksgiving. Everything is different. Schools are out. A lot of people are off for the whole week. But I know people are listening, and I'm going to...
Well, they better be, dadgummit.
Yeah. I'm going to start with... because I got to ask, Nicki Minaj at the Turning Point USA Amfest over the weekend. I thought that was kind of gutsy on her part. Am I wrong about this?
Extremely. I mean, she's in the record industry, not just in Hollywood, but in the record industry, which is the wokest industry in America. And
and as you mentioned in your blog this morning, that it's like woke is dying. I believe it is in various areas, but it doesn't seem to be letting go much in Hollywood. And she's betting a lot on her.
Hollywood will be the last outpost, I mean, when everybody else has given up on it, they'll still be making movies with the same old tropes and canceling artists like Nicki Minaj for admitting to like Trump. So, it's a big risk on her part. I'm not sure she's big enough to withstand it. We'll see. She certainly seemed to be genuine, and I'm no fan of her music, never have been a fan of her personally, but I just thought that was extraordinary, and it was worth taking the time to point out to everyone.
Knowing how self-centered Hollywood is, that anybody, I mean, I believe there are a lot more Trump supporters out there than we know of, but what are they risking, as you point out? They're just not willing to say it publicly and take the heat. And the consequences that Hollywood, they just suck. Their movies suck. You turn on TV and if you have a streaming service that has commercials, do you ever see the world reflected back to you as you know it or see it? It's their vision. So it's not just Hollywood, it's Madison Avenue and the rest. We got to have one of everything in every commercial or we're going to feel guilty.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
I mean, you can't have on any sitcom, you can't have a father who's not an idiot and a mother who's not the boss. And you have to have at least one gay child and maybe a trans child. And, there's a whole quota system for it all. And it's very tiresome. People are sick of it. And that's why their ratings suck. 60 Minutes the other day, I read that they've averaged about 6 million, an audience of 6 million, which is one of the biggest audiences on network television anymore. When 60 Minutes was started, or had been on the air for just a few years in the early 70s. I believe it started in 1968, but I'm doing that from memory, so it could be wrong. But in the early 70s, 60 Minutes would regularly attract 30 to 40 million people for an episode. And it was the highest rated show on television for many, many years. And now 6 million is a cause for celebration because most of those shows on network TV, if they get an audience of 2 to 3 million, they're lucky. And our population is almost doubled. What people don't understand, our population is almost doubled since that time in America. So you got to account for the inflation factor too on the total available audience. And but this is a big reason why they don't produce any entertainment anymore that relates to most Americans.
Yeah.
And they've done that intentionally and voluntarily, for purely political reasons to support the Democrat Party. And whatever. I don't believe we watch a single network TV show on a regular basis anymore. I'm pretty sure that's right. And haven't for quite a while now because it's just the shows themselves are just crappy shows. It's poor production values, and they have to recycle scripts because their writers are so untalented anymore that they can't think of original ideas, and so it just none of it's worth watching.
I'm wondering. I watched a mini documentary over the weekend on what Mel Brooks had to say after the murder of Rob Reiner. And he was blunt about the predatory human being this little monster was. And again, we have the trans factor in the middle of all this. And I'm wondering how many mass murderers who are trans, and in this situation, it was certainly an issue in that family, before they start backing off this crap, this fake trans thing, I think it's becoming an identity for people who want to fit in somewhere and aren't sure where that's going to be. I don't believe there's that many people that are trapped in the body of the wrong sex. And Brooks went on to just chastise Hollywood in general for tolerating this.
Well, and I think I'm going to interject. I think part of the problem with what you were saying, David, with the fact they're writing things to people that don't relate to normal people, a huge percentage of people in the entertainment industry are in the LGBTQ range. They're gay, they're queer, they're lesbian, they're transsexual. So they are actively trying to promote what they're doing as normal, when if you look at the percentage, they are a small percentage of the population of the United States. And that's why they're turning people off, because people are like, no, that's not my life. I don't, that what you're doing and what you're putting on the movie screen, on the TV screen, it's not reflective of who I am, but it's a reflective of who they are. And that's one of the reasons why the entertainment industry is in big trouble right now.
Right. And the studios, the bosses in Hollywood, don't seem to have any interest in trying to correct it. For fear they'll get in trouble with the woke culture. And so there's nobody with any courage to try to correct it. So the whole industry is doomed. I guess it can keep going, even as a completely marginalized entity. It's already pretty marginalized, but its audience is going to continue to decline over time because it doesn't produce anything anyone can relate to. And
yeah.
It's the same thing with Disney. Disney's is really among the worst offenders in this respect. Maybe the very worst, and they prey on children to boot.
Yeah.
And so it's a double despicable grade against their company.
Well, I think they're also scratching their head because all the old content of Disney, we're talking pre-1990s, is actually quite popular. But the stuff that's done since then in the 21st century has all just been schlock.
Right. They did have one movie that did really good box office this year, though. Every year it seems like they produce one film that really gets a strong response, but I don't remember which one it was. Was it the Cars sequel or
Zootopia 2?
Zootopia 2, right?
That was a good movie,
and it was a good movie.
And the first one was good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the second yet, but I loved the first one.
I love the first one. Yeah, I got to watch that with my young granddaughters. So
that's part of the fun.
Yeah,
that's a family movie.
And you think they learn from that,
but they haven't. And here's another point. I want to go back to David's notation of the population of the country increasing as box office continues to decline. And I'm going to use this moment to interject my recommendation that you look up a guy named The Critical Drinker on YouTube and watch a couple of his takes, especially on the taking down of some of the horrible people out there who have suffered. And he's really against the message, as he calls it. And he's got a poster with every stupid woke thing on it because he's all about this is what's ruining your movies. This is why people aren't going to see them. Because the people that reject that messaging, we're not going to picket. We don't have time. We have lives. We're not going to go picket or make a public scene. Right. We're just going to spend our money with you.
You just have better things to do with your time and money. I just was on X a minute ago. It's just only sort of relevant here, but there's a guy on X that says he posts a beautiful photo of a French countryside and asks the question, what's preventing you from moving to France? And my answer was the French. Okay. and he responds, he's very, very good hearted about it. He responds, he said, oh, come on, French people are wonderful. And I said, well, I'm sure most of you are. But in my experience, the people in your public official realm are a bunch of rude America haters. Why would I want to spend my money in your country when you obviously don't want us there, right? I'd rather go spend my money, in the U.S. Virgin Islands or some country that actually wants American tourism anymore, and that excludes France and Spain, obviously. So, anyway, just an aside, but it's the same principle. If you're not welcoming to the audience isn't going to be there.
Exactly. Yeah. But the French, they're so French,
Yeah, and that's fine, and it's perfectly fine. And they make wonderful wine and cheese and croissants and all that good stuff, and that's fine. But I'm not going to spend my money on it because I just had some of the best croissants I've ever eaten in my life at my sister-in-law's house last night. So what do I need the French for?
There you go.
Well, they seem to welcome us on June 6, 1944. They liked us then, I guess.
Yeah, they liked us then. It faded pretty quickly after that.
I blame de Gaulle.
Yeah, well,
it was
his fault. Yeah,
he was a French nationalist.
Yes, he was.
What does that mean, by the way, when they call you a nationalist? It's obviously they're using it as a bad thing.
Well, it just means you eschew globalism. I mean, and he was France first, and he kind of needed to be in the post-war era, and it was, but he went very far in terms of enforcing that on his own people, and de Gaulle had some real true fascist tendencies, right? And so he became a pretty unpopular figure after a few years. And how many attempts to assassinate him? Like 11 assassination attempts or some crazy number like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they kept missing.
Turned out Raoul was a bad shot.
Uh-oh.
To think this all started with Nicki Minaj, but I give her.
How did we get here? Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, it's
We're not tangent of all tangents.
No, this is a threat.
This is what I do, folks. Sorry.
No, this is what I do. This is a threat, you see.
It's stream of consciousness radio. Woo!
I like that.
Freud would approve.
David, any other takes on the Turning Point event in itself and what happened there? It seems like J.D. Vance has tremendous support.
Oh, wow. That speech he gave, man.
Yeah, it was fantastic. But all the influencers, I mean, they're all dead to me at this point. Ben Shapiro, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly,
God.
Candace
You know what?
Owens, they're all dead to me.
That story has finally caught up to me because I went berserk. This is about 2 or 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my opinion, now that Tucker isn't getting paid by Fox, his business is clicks. And he started evolving. I canceled my Tucker Carlson thing, whatever it was, because I wasn't getting what I liked from him on Fox, which was a solid 3-4 minute take on a major topic. That's all I wanted. Instead, I was getting bull crap. And Candace Owens, God, I used to love that woman, especially when she was involved in Brexit and trying to get black people to understand, hey, the Democrats are not your friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're not your friend. They're largely responsible. If you're living in poverty, guess what?
Yeah.
You give them credit for it.
And hey, she came here to Montgomery a few years ago and spoke at the Faulkner dinner.
Yeah. And
but
big hot selling ticket. But now, and I'm going to use a term here that may not be family friendly, so I'm just warning you. But between all these names we're mentioning, Candace, Tucker, Shapiro, it's become a big circle jerk of, I don't want your war. We need to show the world that we have the kind of unity in large part that the Democrats have in a party with such vast extremes. We're always at war with one another, or there's always some, whether it's a Thomas Mann. We can't afford that right now. We just can't.
Yeah,
We're in a
Turning
position-
Point, I think Erica Kirk is making a huge mistake continuing to platform all those people and invite them to her events. Charlie Kirk was a uniting figure. He was a figure who united people. And all he wanted to do was debate issues based on facts and good nature. He didn't insult people. He wasn't mean to people. Everything he was accused of in the wake of his assassination was just made up crap by the far left. But then she's tried to let these people like Ben Shapiro, who's a nasty clickbaiter on the internet. Tucker Carlson, who's an insult artist in many ways.
Yes.
And Megyn Kelly, who's increasingly gone in that direction, which is too bad because she had a great show for a long time.
Yes.
Continuing up their presence at those events is polluting what Charlie Kirk created and what he really wanted that movement to be. And she better figure that out quick or she's going to lose that movement.
Yeah.
Because the more you platform people like that, the more the criticisms leveled at Charlie Kirk by the far left are going to start to sound legitimate when you got Ben Shapiro on your stage. It becomes a real problem. So she's got a lot of work to do. I don't have anything but admiration and respect for her, but she's made a big mistake coming out of all that.
And it's a shame because there was so much momentum for Turning Point, at least in the aftermath of Charlie's murder.
And there still is among young people, but she runs the risk of losing that.
Yeah, we just can't afford that. And as you pointed out, you were the first to really discuss, David Blackman, the inroads that were being made in the generation under 30.
Yeah.
In these last couple of elections, there's been some progress there. They're starting to turn their back on the millennial message and look more at the American dream again,
Yeah.
The downside of that is it's brought up this affordability thing. Like, you can just make that happen.
Just snap your fingers and make everything affordable after Biden, yeah.
But what they have to understand is that those kind of policies are what made things unaffordable. that drove up interest rates, that drove up the price of so many items, and not just by 2 or 3% or normal inflation. We're talking in Biden, it was about 20 overall, wasn't it? Some of it's come down. Gas prices are down.
It was in 3 years from 22 through from mid 21 through mid 25. It was 35% inflation.
Wow.
And you compound that from year to year, it becomes almost 50%.
Yeah. Well, I got gas before I came to the radio station. Guess how much I paid?
How much?
$2.29 a gallon.
Yeah, it's
And
nice.
see, that's a tangible effect. That's something people can see. They go,
Right.
hey,
Yeah.
the price has gone down. Hey, the price keeps going down.
It's
That's
under $40 to fill my tank.
Well,
now.
David is
they
an
see
oil and
that.
gas industry expert. David, will we keep seeing this trickle down?
Sure.
Bottom out at home?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see any real market forces, at least in the short term, that are going to push crude oil prices up.
Right.
And gas price, gas is refined from crude oil. So, I mean, that's what really drives most of it. So, we have a bit of a glut on the market right now. And so crude prices are going to stay soft and maybe trend further down. I really expect right now the domestic price is around $57 a barrel right now. I really expect it to get down to around 50 mid-year next year.
That'd be nice.
So you could see another 10, 12% decrease in gasoline prices. It could go under $2.
Wow.
That will not hurt in the midterms.
Oh, no, not at all.
If you can count on the Republicans.
If you exploit it properly. Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You have to be able to exploit it. The Republicans should be spending billions and billions of dollars in advertising right now, paid advertising, making the connection between the Biden policies and the massive inflation for every American's mind. And they're not, because they're stupid. I mean, this is the time they should be spending their advertising money on making those connections for people, because most Americans have lost the ability to connect cause and effect in their lives. And so you have to do it for them, and no one in the Republican Party seems interested.
Yeah.
Hey, Hakeem Jeffries just announced that the low Democratic congressional approval is an outlier. I just don't get too excited. That's that doesn't reflect America.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. That's right.
Yeah, it's artificially overstated, probably.
On that note, we're going to pause so we can come back and do our second segment this hour with David Blackman. Please give your blog address. Give David for Christmas.
Yeah, do that. davidblackman.substack.com for politics and blackman.substack for energy. I write about both most every day.
And we're going to be right back with David in a minute. The show brought to you by Invista Advisors. Market up nicely today. This is good to see some optimism heading into the next year. Brett McDonald will join us at 5:15 to analyze it and kind of give us a peek into the future, because it's the only day this week he's going to be on with us. So we'll look forward to that. If you want to get with Invista Advisors and get a plan that you can commit to, and it doesn't take much to grow money, 387-0094. Off to the traffic dungeon. Blue Water News with Sky is next.
Well, we have a new accident. Wares Ferry Road and Atlanta Highway. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. We've also got an accident from earlier, Taylor Road at Troy Highway. We're hoping that one is cleared, but use caution. We believe they have that one out of the roadway. Traffic's a bit busy on the interstates and boulevards through Montgomery, but we're looking pretty good all over. So please keep it here. We'll keep you updated. At McKenna Nissan, they have over 100 used cars in stock, 0% financing up to 60 months on select models, plus the lowest tax rates in Alabama. It's worth the drive. McKenna Nissan, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery, Skywatch Traffic.
News is brought to you by Budget Floors and More, your new best friend.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, these are today's top stories. Montgomery firefighters are investigating an apartment fire that claimed the life of a child and injured 2 others. Multiple fire and rescue units responded to the Woodley Terrace apartments just after 8 a.m. Sunday morning. Firefighters located 3 occupants. An 8-year-old boy was pronounced dead at the scene. An adult male and another juvenile are in critical condition. Jackson Hospital is suing the largest health insurance company in the state. The lawsuit seeks damages against Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama for allegedly failing to provide the hospital fair market reimbursement rates. Blue Cross responded with a statement accusing Jackson Hospital of mismanagement. Montgomery police are investigating a weekend shooting that injured 2 people. The incident happened Saturday evening in the 2600 block of East South Boulevard, where officers responding to a traffic accident found 2 adult males with serious gunshot wounds. No further details have been made available. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey Publix.
This is Lyle from Marguerite's. I want to tell you about our $99 Christmas special. Beautiful, gorgeous, lab-grown diamond earrings, a half-carat total weight, quarter-carat each. Those are big diamonds. Only for $99. Your choice of 14-carat white or yellow gold. No one else offers in this country. You can search the internet all you want. You are not going to find that except at Marguerite's. We lose money, but we make great customers. We want to see you this Christmas. Come in at Marguerite's and shop our $99 Christmas special. Take that, Mrs. Target.
Calling all food lovers, Epicure is where your taste buds come to party. Start with the best steaks in the Southeast. And yes, we're bragging. The Brazilian flap steak? Forget everything you knew about steak. And the pasta? Let's just say it makes that OG chain Italian pasta seem pretty forgettable. Pair it all with 58 beers on tap, a killer wine list, and pick 2 dinners for $52.99. Dinners served Tuesday through Saturday, 4 to 9. Epicure, your new foodie obsession.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by Clark Heating, Air, and Plumbing. At Clark, they always offer 60 months free financing on Bryant, their highest SEER-rated system. But for a short time, they're offering 0% for 60 months on all brands. For all of your heating, air, and plumbing needs, better call Clark. Alabama certification number 09098.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy. Overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Del Rey Publix.
We get Montgomery talking 24 hours a day. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
The Epstein files are ruining Christmas. He's a huge scumbag. It's the time of year to spend with family and friends. Instead, it's making everybody mad. The Epstein files are ruining Christmas. Just wanna watch Rudolph. But I turn on my TV and it's wall-to-wall Epstein, so I turn it off. My Christmas spirit is lost.
Nothing like Jeffrey Epstein to get you out of the mood, if that's the word. I want to start with that, David Blackman. How is this playing out? Is this helping the Democrats? Wasn't that the plan, that they thought this was going to become a big political weapon for them?
Well, it helps the Democrats among CNN and MSNBC viewers. Otherwise, I don't think it helps them. I don't think it helps the Trump administration, given that they only released about 3% of the files. I don't know what the hell Pam Bondi is doing or why anybody thought this was the right way to approach this. They need to just take them all and pour them out into the public, period. No redactions, no nothing. This horse manure about protecting the victims is exactly that, horse manure. All of this is 20 years old or more.
Right.
It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And it doesn't do anyone any good to selectively, we've known I first wrote about Bill Clinton's relationship with Jeffrey Epstein in 1968.
Whoa.
This has been in the public domain for decades. And did I say 68? I meant 98. Did I say 1968? I'm sorry.
Yeah. That's why
we were like, holy cow. Yeah.
1960. I'm not quite that old. I apologize. But this has been in the public domain for a long time. We've known Bill Clinton is a pedophile for at least 27 years, okay? And he was still president. It didn't harm him at all while he was president. We've known for at least 20 years exactly what Trump's relationship with Epstein was, and that he didn't do anything wrong, and that he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago because he didn't like his lifestyle. And so what are we doing here? Okay, this is all 20-year-old stuff. And, I don't want to harm any of the victims any more than they've already been harmed, but we can't continue to hold the country hostage over this nonsense.
Yeah.
Put it all out there. Stop with the redactions and all that nonsense. If one of the victims wants to sue you, fine, let them sue the government. I don't care. Taxpayers don't care. We want a resolution. Get it out there, get it over so we can focus on other stuff. The stuff that's really important to the country.
Did you hear what Julian Assange said about Trump? This is very interesting. He said there's no dirt on Trump because he's one of the squeakiest clean people in D.C.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
that's not him.
Oh, my God, yes.
Yeah, he doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke.
That's why on the surface, unless you were a committed Trump hater, when that whole thing with the Russian collusion and the hookers and the golden showers and all that stuff happened years ago, I said that they got to be making that up. It's just not him. That's not Donald
No,
Trump
it's not him. That was the Clintons engaging in deflection, trying to place blame for their own wrongdoings on Trump, which is their favorite tactic.
Maybe
people need to realize all the downfall of our society started with Bill and Hillary Clinton in 1992.
I was on
I'm sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
I was on WLS in Chicago during 1992. And I started asking questions then, too. You Democrats, you really want this guy with these affairs and all these other accusations? I mean, there's a lot of smoke around this fire here. But they were just so charmed by Bill.
Well, he could play the saxophone. He's charming.
You know what? That may have been the most pivotal moment of that whole freaking campaign.
It was.
Playing that and on Arsenio Hall. Who? Arsenio Hall. Who used to gather a large group of mentally deficient people together in an auditorium and bring on.
And who was his main squeeze for a couple of years? Arsenio Hall. His
Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Yes.
Really? Yes, there's all kinds of pictures of them. Yeah.
How did I miss that piece of information?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. You got to pay better attention here, Greg.
I'm busy. I am very busy. And I don't have time to find out who's squeezing who now or then. Sometimes I don't. I either come across it or I don't. That's kind of the way I am. I'm sorry.
Well, and Bill Clinton had a reputation for squeezing all sorts of people.
Yeah.
And, having to cover it up.
Yeah. How about, did anything ever come of his protection unit as governor of Arkansas they would protect him while women were sexually satisfying him and all that. Never heard much about that.
But that's nothing unique. I mean, they did the same thing for John F. Kennedy.
Yep, that's true.
When you look back at what JFK did before, during his presidency, there had to be an unbelievable amount of cooperation from the Secret Service and others to facilitate.
And the mob. I mean, one of his girlfriends was Sam Giancana's girlfriend.
Oh.
At the same time.
Judy Exner, I believe.
Yeah. No, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember her maiden name, but yes.
And that's one reason why I don't think you can eliminate the mob from all the theories on JFK, especially Carlos Marcello in New Orleans, where Lee Harvey Oswald was, and blah, blah. I mean, it just all kind of knits together. And then the supposed deathbed confession of Marcello on JFK. Yeah, we had him taken out.
Yeah. Well, they participated, yeah.
It's, yeah, the New Orleans. In fact, I've been down there so many times. I want to go to that building where
I-44 camp.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to see it, but I haven't been able to find it on my various wanderings through the Big Easy.
I know that building was still there 20 years ago, the same building at the same corner. I don't know that it's still there now, but 20 years ago, I went and saw it.
Spots like that give me chills. It may be something totally different now, but when you go to a place where you know certain things happen and ultimately affected world history like that did, I like that. That's kind of cool to go to those places, those unique locations. And I have one resolution for next year, David. I'm coming to Dallas. I'm coming to Dallas.
I'm going to believe it when I see it.
You know, he is a good writer because
I'll meet you in Dealey Plaza. We can go stand on the balustrade where Zapruder stood to take his film.
Yeah, I mean, I want to do that. Would it look nerdy if I stood up there using a cell phone?
Not at all. I've done it. I don't know why you couldn't do it. 1 million people have done it. It's kind of cliche, but hey, it's history.
Let's move to, not literally, of course, Venezuela and what's happening there.
Yeah.
And in the same South American thing, the second piece you put out today about Barry Weiss, we may have to do one or the other here because we're going to be coming up on the top of the hour shortly as time flies when David's on with us. But CBS pulled the 60-minute segment on El Salvador, maximum security prison where Trump sent some of the Venezuelan migrants. Why would, of course, everybody at CBS is already apoplectic over Barry Weiss and some of the other things she's done, that you might even think about being a little more fair to Donald Trump or whatever. But what's your theory on why this segment was pulled? There must have been something in it that either justified doing.
It was put together by this reporter named Alfonsi. What's her first name? I can't remember her first name now. But she's a well-known Trump hater. She's aired half a dozen smear jobs on Trump on 60 Minutes. And then I'm sure it was obviously just another hit piece in which she didn't give administration officials any fair time to respond to her allegations that she was prepared to air. And Barry Weiss probably looked at it and said, well, I mean, the reporter says, well, it's factually correct. Well, but sure it is. But you're only telling one side of the facts and you're not giving the administration time or opportunity to put some context to these things. And, what Weiss is trying to do is to restore some balance at CBS and especially at 60 Minutes, which is, just become the anti-Trump nerve center of the media over the past 10 years. And so she pulled it and said, no, we're going to redo this piece. We're going to give Tom Homan and Marco Rubio and others in the administration proper time to respond. Because what they've done in sending these Venezuelan criminals, they're not just taking random Venezuelan immigrants and sending them down there to that supermax prison in El Salvador. They're taking the hardened criminals and putting them in a supermax prison at the invitation of the El Salvadoran government. And it's perfectly legal, and it's totally in concert with American deportation policies. And, so I think she's just trying to do the job any responsible editor, which 60 Minutes hasn't had in many decades, would do with such a story. And that is suspend it until you add proper balance to it. And, I've written for years for Forbes and the Daily Caller, and every once in a while I'll submit a piece that they say, no, you need to call X and let them have an opportunity to respond to add a balance on this point you're making here. And that's fine. That's what editors are there for.
Yes.
Okay. And so but of course, the people at 60 Minutes are horrified because they've never had that before.
Yeah.
Leslie Stahl's been there for 40 years, and she's probably never had an editor say, you need to add balance to this story. So,
David, I wonder too how much that Vanity Fair hit piece on Susan Weiss or Susie Wiles has affected that decision. Maybe they're going, we need to be careful here.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. Barry Weiss doesn't want CBS, any of its programs, to look like that Vanity Fair hit piece, which is all it was. They took, what did they have? They had like 45 hours of interviews and cut little short selected snippets from those hours to, that tell a very one-sided story. It's a classic media smear job. And that's what Barry Weiss was hired in to actively correct, not to perpetuate. So she's an editor. She's a good editor, and she's doing her job. But that just horrifies the propagandists.
Actually doing journalism is freaking them out.
It freaks them out. It absolutely freaks them out. I mean, you could see it in the emails that the Wall Street Journal published. It's just, but it's exactly what we should have expected going in when Barry Weiss was hired. This is the response she's going to get from the legacy people there, which is why I keep saying, if she really wants to fix it, ultimately she's going to have to fire all of them and replace them with decent journalists.
I just decided that's what I want for Christmas. And Leslie Stahl looks like the ghost of Christmas future.
Yeah. Her and Scott Pelley. I mean, if just give me that for Christmas, I'd take that. Them on the streets looking for a job.
We got to pause here, but when we come back, is the Venezuelan invasion imminent? We're going to talk about that with David Blackman, and we've got traffic, Rich's weather, and Salem Radio Network News at the top of the hour. But David, give people a chance to jot down your blog address so they can find and subscribe to your work.
You can find me by going to your favorite web search tool and putting in David Blackman at Substack, and it all just materializes before your very eyes.
Yeah. Also, we may want to touch, in addition to that, early on in the hour, the connection. We talked about 60 Minutes, but the what's going to happen ultimately with the Paramount and the Netflix deals that are pending.
Oh, yeah.
Because that involves them as well. All right, we'll come back with David in just a bit at 3:59. AMS Studios in Prattville.
Oh, I heard that place.
I am almost tired of people telling me how good I look. Well, there has been improvement.
Oh, yeah.
And intense pulse light therapy is the one of the technologies available at AMS, and it's really worked for me. Getting rid of some spots on the skin, you just you can't rub them off with cream or SOS pads. Why not have them remove a technology that takes seconds? Or if you want to do want to get a IPL facial, it's not a long process at all, but the results are quick.
Yes.
It's amazing stuff. What are some of the more popular sellers for gift certificates and such? Because you could still go
facials and massages. Absolutely. The facial and massage combo, which is like a back-to-back massage and then a 50-minute facial. Those are the big ones. We do have a facial special where if you buy specifically a gift certificate for the luxury facial, then you get additional add-ons to the facial.
And you can go to the AMS website and get that today if you want to get a gift certificate.
Our website is down, so go through our Facebook. We're having a new website built.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go find AMS on Facebook, and there are links to buy.
great things, stuff people will not pamper themselves. Pampering has to be done by a pamperer.
Yes.
And you have to be the pamperer so that the pamperee will be thrilled that what a thought, a massage, a luxury facial, or both. Be a sport, be like me. I'd go into debt.
I had a husband call the other day asking if he should get a gift card for this because he didn't want his wife to think that she needed a facial. And I was like, no, what she needs is the time to herself carved out in her schedule purposefully, because so many mothers, grandmothers, wives do everything for everybody else or for work and don't take the time to pour into their own cup.
Right.
And that's what it takes, is coming into somebody who just will love on you, really, with a facial or massage.
It's an amazing
transfer
place.
Good energy into you to just fill up your cup.
And by the way, it's habit forming as well, which is good. If you're going to have a habit of taking better care of yourself, AMS Studio is the place to do it. AMS-studios.com or call 730-1268.
Traffic is brought to you by Baumhauer's. Start 2025 off with legendary buffalo wings from Baumhauer's Victory Grill. Baumhauer's has great food, service, and fun. See you at Baumhauer's Victory Grill.
Well, we had an accident a little while back. Where's Ferry Road at Atlanta Highway? We're hoping that one's out of the way, but use caution there. Everywhere else, light to mostly moderate traffic. We're a little bit busy on the boulevards now, east and east-south. Southwest Boulevard at I-65, Northern Boulevard, light to moderate, and all of our feeder roads out of Montgomery, light to moderate traffic. We will keep you updated. When it comes to the big jobs, check out the new CAT Next Generation track loaders at Thompson Tractor. Bigger cab, more torque, more power, and great financing available. ThompsonTractor.com. They're on I-85 just past Taylor Road. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
We worked with a lot of clients over the years, like a lot of clients. And the one thing we've learned is that every client deserves more.
More attention, more dedication, more results.
That's why we opened Hannah and Eddie Realty Group. Take real estate to the next level.
Here, it's not about us. It's about you, your goals, your dreams, your success.
Buying, selling, or investing, we built this brokerage to work harder and smarter for you. So give Eddie Bader a call, 334-322-0662.
Or give me, Hannah Grantham, a call at 334-368-6358. And let us show you how real estate is done.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your local Roto-Rooter. The Tears family extends best wishes to all those in the river region this holiday season. Don't let plumbing issues turn your celebrations into a lump of coal. Roto-Rooter is a phone call or a click away for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. 272-7130 or online at rotorooteralabama.com. And remember,
call Roto-Rooter, that's the name. And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter, Roto-Rooter.
And now a star is born. On December 22nd, 1962, the world welcomed little baby Ray Fiennes.
Congratulations, it's a boy. What will you name him?
He who must not be named. Ray Fiennes, a star is born.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. The Trump administration has paused major offshore wind farms from Massachusetts to Virginia, saying turbine blades create radar clutter that could compromise security. Developers warn the stoppage could delay clean energy plans. The president meeting today with top national security officials as the U.S. Coast Guard steps up its efforts in the Caribbean to intercept oil tankers linked to Venezuela. The move is part of an intensified pressure campaign against President Nicolas Maduro's government. According to a new AP NORC survey, the majority of Americans have no plans for last-minute charitable contributions this year. That's despite heavy appeals from nonprofit groups. Roughly 1 in 2 adults report they've already completed their giving for 2025. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 250 points. This is SRN News.
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-524-4948. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-524-4948. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-524-4948. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-524-4948 or biglou.com.
Welcome to Eclectic Coins, Montgomery's largest coin dealer, specializing in buying and selling investment-grade gold and silver coins. And they have a large selection of rare coins and coins from around the world. Visit them at 543 Northeastern Boulevard or on the web at eclecticcoins.com. Eclectic Coins, where collectors who know go.
I'm Jim Smith with Adams Drugs. At Adams Drugs, we offer a wide variety of services, including delivery, compounding, wellness clinics, and immunizations. Now is the time to visit any Adams Drugs location and get your flu shot. Getting an annual flu shot can help prevent you from getting the flu, reduce the severity of symptoms if you get the flu, and prevent serious complications such as hospitalization and death. Getting your flu shot at Adams Drugs protects you from getting sick, but it also makes sure that those around you, especially those at high risk, remain safe. Each year, up to 49 million people in the U.S. contract the flu. Depending on the flu virus's severity, deaths as a result of flu complications could skyrocket to 79,000 people nationwide. Visit us at adamsdrugs.net for a location nearest you. Adams Drugs is your local, independently owned Health Mart pharmacy. Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillips Schimbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillips Schimbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911.
David Blackman back with us in a couple of minutes. Here's Skipper.
Well, we had an accident a little while back. Where's Ferry Road at Atlanta Highway? We're hoping that one's out of the way, but use caution there. Everywhere else, light to mostly moderate traffic. We're a little bit busy on the boulevards now, east and east-south. Southwest Boulevard at I-65, Northern Boulevard, light to moderate, and all of our feeder roads out of Montgomery, light to moderate traffic. We will keep you updated. When it comes to the big jobs, check out the new CAT Next Generation Track Loaders at Thompson Tractor. Bigger cab, more torque, more power, and great financing available. ThompsonTractor.com. They're on I-85 just past Taylor Road. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy. Overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
We're redesigning financial freedom at CB&S Bank. Make purchases at participating stores and restaurants using your CB&S Bank debit card through your mobile devices with Mobile Wallet. Charges and fees may apply from your cellular service provider. Contact your service provider for more information. Member FDIC.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
Now here's something we hope you'll really
Tonight.
Oh, God, what lousy board work by me.
What happened?
We get everything set up.
Uh-huh.
for the Hallmark movie with the
Uh-huh.
logo and everything, and I
Uh-huh.
double-clicked it, I guess, but here it is. It's just not as much fun when I do it wrong.
Tonight on the Hallmark Channel, it's New Year's at a bed and breakfast. He's a gorgeous former Mr. Universe who runs a charming bed and breakfast in New England. She's a super hot health inspector from the big city who got stood up for a romantic New Year's weekend, but still decided to use the room. Will it be more than just R&R for her at the B&B? Or will his travel destination pass the test? And how thin are the walls at those places? Starring that actress who played the best friend of the girl in the hospital on The Good Doctor, and the sexy guy who played a soccer coach once on Modern Family. And you have to pretend that they wouldn't be able to hook up easily in real life. It's New Year's at a bed and breakfast tonight on the Hallmark Channel.
Well, the Idiocracy has to have something to watch, right, David?
You betcha.
We're going to talk Venezuela. I believe I just saw Rand Paul. It's not our job to police the world. And Lindsey Graham saying the president promised to protect us because sometimes war is not declared through bullets and missiles. It's declared through drugs. Certainly have killed hundreds of thousands of Americans with the drugs that are getting in. And a lot of it's coming from Maduro and Venezuela. But I'd love your take. Do you think we will invade Venezuela where you seized a second tanker, I think? How do you see all this playing out? Where is the administration potentially in trouble here?
Well, first of all, before I answer the question, to pick Lindsey Graham and Rand Paul, you're picking the two furthest ends of the spectrum, right? Rand Paul wouldn't favor any foreign policy move Trump makes, and Lindsey Graham's the ultimate warmonger. So the truth, is somewhere in the middle, and what's best for the country is somewhere in the middle. That said, yes, we did seize a second tanker. We'll seize many more. They're already sizing up a third one to seize, and that's going to continue until the sanctions are properly enforced and the oil is stopped coming out of Venezuela to Cuba and other destinations. So, Cuba and the downfall of Cuba's government is another added objective to all of this from the Trump administration, because Cuba's been getting highly discounted oil cargoes from Venezuela, and it's the only thing propping up their country and keeping their power grid running. So most Americans don't know it, but most Cuban power plants and most power plants in the Caribbean islands are fueled not by natural gas, not by coal, not by wind and solar, but by fuel oil, which is the most highest polluting form of power generation available to anyone, anywhere. So you cut off the supply of oil and you're going to shut down Cuba's power grid, and then what's going to happen? Anyway, I do think there's going to be an invasion. Russia has begun pulling their diplomats out of Venezuela in anticipation of that. So they've been given a heads up by the State Department in all likelihood. And I think we're going in. It may happen this week, might happen before Christmas. So everybody keep all the soldiers and sailors and Marines in your prayers here this week.
Is there any chance that Maduro or Venezuela will suddenly cooperate with the president rather than risk the invasion?
Well, I don't think, if we see the administration, backing off and saying, well, Maduro said he's going to cooperate with us, that's surrender by American. Okay. I mean, you can't trust Maduro as far as you can trust Hamas to live up to any kind of an agreement. And Maduro has to go one way or another for anything real to change here. And so the one thing I think that would head off a U.S. invasion would be for him to voluntarily step down and turn the reins of government over to the lady that won the Nobel Prize, who was the real winner of the election they held last year. And if he were to do that, then, I think military action would be avoided, but I don't think there's any other outcome that would avoid that. At this point, Maduro's been given every opportunity to do the right thing and refuses. So I don't know why he thinks his military is capable of standing down the might of the United States Navy and Air Force and Marines. If he does believe that, he's about to have a very, very, very rude awakening.
Hey, I came across a clip. I'm going to mute you for a second, David, because I want to pull this up and set this up. But it's a clip that came in after our last visit on Thursday with Joe Biden. Way back. I mean, this is like ancient. And this is what Joe Biden.
He was coherent. He's coherent here. Is that what you're saying?
Even has hair that's still dark.
Are you
Not
sharing
much,
it?
but some. I'm sharing it. See, I just did it. And let's see what Joe had to say about blowing narco boats out of the water about 35 years ago.
To Joe Biden demanding that we strike narco boats back in 1989.
For the first time, we are fighting and losing a war on our own soil. Let's go after the drug lords where they live with an international strike force. There must be no safe haven for these narco terrorists, and they must know it.
You see, it's only because Trump's doing it that they have a problem. Throw back to Joe.
Yep.
Yep, we
Wow.
So there's Joe. This is terrorism and all that. I
It's
guess
funny.
they've changed their mind about that.
Yeah, we can go back in history and find clips of pretty much every objective Trump has had of them stating the same things.
Yep. Hey, the news out of Fulton County, Georgia. You know, all that stuff going down with, we didn't certify these votes.
315.
Oh, yeah.
315,000.
Where does this
That
go,
would've
David?
turned the
I've
election.
been dying to get your take on this.
Well, I mean,
they've
isn't
admitted
that
it, right?
proof of massive election fraud.
Yeah. I would
A
think.
county that's 85% Democrat, 315,000 illegitimate ballots got counted in an election in which the Democrat won statewide by 11,000 votes. I think that's pretty well proof of massive election fraud and a stolen election. And I guarantee you this happened in every other one of those swing states that Biden supposedly won in that election. Georgia's just the first to finally admit it. I mean, and really and truly, Georgia's not the first because the Maricopa County Elections Board in Arizona has admitted the same thing. Been proven that they did exactly the same thing. Over 200,000 fraudulent votes got counted in Democrat precincts in Maricopa County in 2020. It's on the public record. It's out there for everyone to see. You know, and the same thing happened in Michigan and Wisconsin and Pennsylvania.
Now,
that's how they stole the election.
Aren't those stolen votes the reason that the Republicans went in and attempted to challenge this election?
It's what
And
Trump
Fannie
was
Willis.
prosecuted for by Fannie Willis. Trying to expose the truth that now the Fulton County Elections Board has admitted was true.
This can't just be, oops, sorry. You know, this changed history, this cheating.
Yeah, it did. Yeah. And we were told all
How
the time,
outrageous.
this is the cleanest election there's ever been.
Oh,
This is
my
the most
goodness.
secure election ever been. And when people ask to see the receipts, they're like, no, you don't need to see the receipts. You don't need to see that. There's nothing here, nothing to look at.
That's the principle of the bigger the lie, the more believable, the more likely the public will be to swallow it. That's the Joseph Goebbels theory of public indoctrination.
Exactly.
315,000. It's not like we just had a minor mistake here and there. And
And Trump was impeached by the House.
Yeah.
He was impeached over the phone call saying, hey, look, we just need 12,000 more votes.
well,
Guess what?
I think back to that night and Georgia in particular. And I'm watching the coverage and I'm hoping and praying for another Trump win.
Yeah.
And the story comes out of Georgia that the toilets were clogged at the counting room.
Surprise.
And then we all saw videos of things happening after they closed the count.
The suitcase is being pulled out.
And yet, but this is why to play on the same field as Democrats, you got to be every bit as vicious
As
they are.
Yeah, but see, they think we're stupid. They think we're not going to believe it. Our own eyes.
Well, we knew it before they admitted it. We knew it 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh yeah.
I got suspended from X and Facebook both for saying so in real time.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, it's Timmy Waltz waving to the
Governor
people.
Jazz Hands in action.
I
Look at that.
think this. I really think. Yeah, he's such a twerp.
He looks like a human muppet. He really does.
Well, he's got too much face for starters. He's
Yeah.
got his face gets bigger as it gets lower.
Yeah.
But he's got no chin, and it all kind of turns into one big.
Mm-hmm.
He's a sagamuffin. I'm thinking because the Democrats, when they don't think you're useful, when they think you're hurting their cause, bye-bye. I think this is going to take him down in Minnesota.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It could, but there's they'll always be able to find a corrupt Obama or Biden judge to rule however they need to rule to save his governorship. I mean, obviously, there's no way Waltz was not aware of what was going on in real time at the time it was happening. There's no way. I mean, it's just not possible. And I mean, the whistleblowers were coming forward, while it was happening. And Waltz actually he didn't just ignore them, he punished them and fired them from their jobs. Okay.
Wow.
Waltz knew about all of this while it was happening. There's no question about it. But the question's going to be, whether the Justice Department is going to try to hold him accountable, and whether you can find a jury of 12 people in Minnesota that actually has enough self-respect and respect for the Constitution to do the right thing. And I just don't know if you can do that in Minnesota.
My understanding in this fraud is that it was easy to do because if anybody asked a question, they played the race card.
Sure, exactly. Yeah. And it's in every state, okay? I mean, it's much bigger, much more massive in New York and California than it was in Minnesota.
Yeah.
I mean, California, it was over 30 to 40 billion dollars by all reports just in Medicaid fraud alone. So I mean, this is a huge deal. It's a real cottage industry in the Democratic Party. It's in every blue state in the country and in red controlled cities blue controlled cities and red states.
Here are the numbers I have on California. 32 billion in unemployment fraud.
Wow.
24 billion in homeless funds lost. 18 billion on non-existent bullet train. Of course, we've talked about that before. And 650 million on a scrapped 911 system. A scathing report from the state auditor just identified 8 separate agencies as high risk, meaning they exhibit serious abuse or mismanagement costing taxpayers billions. Where's the revolution in California? How much crap do they have to be pelted with before they wake up and put an end to this shinola?
Well, I think we know the answer to that.
It's very disheartening. It really is that they choose to be that stupid. It really is.
And he thinks he can be president. So good luck with that.
Oh my God, we'll be bankrupt in a week.
Talk about
So
delusional.
here's the interesting thing about that is there was a Morning Consult poll came out today that shows Newsom with 21% of the vote, and guess who with 30? Kamala Harris.
Kamala Harris. That's the best they got.
I mean, this is how deranged Democrat voters are, is that they're ready to go, give Kamala another try. That's just mind-boggling. Absolutely mind-boggling.
By the way, the Idiocracy does exist in Arkansas because we got to take our next break here. Time flies when you're on with David Blackman. Some group tried to sue Sarah Huckabee Sanders, the governor, because she gave state employees Wednesday and Friday off, which they're doing locally. Yeah, because
he made it a federal holiday, so
well, I mean, it's just the way it is. It makes it look
makes sense.
Yeah,
it's a waste of resource. So everybody gets a bonus.
Yeah,
but no, they're so committed to their insanity, and it has nothing to do with the church and state. That's so there's no imposition of a state church, which is what they've fled in England. It's got nothing to do with a holiday. God, they gave us
Yeah.
I guess I'm just a raging white nationalist or
But
something.
it just made sense. I mean, who would want to work And besides, people who have vacation time or sick time, they're going to take it on that Wednesday and Friday.
I could have set up. I could have set up bowling pins and rolled a game or two on Interstate 85 this morning on a Monday.
Yeah,
everybody's off.
Yeah,
stop wasting resources. I think we can get a call in here before we take the break with Billy. You're on with David Blackman.
Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well.
Yep.
It's all fine and dandy that we're starting to expose all this fraud that's been going on. That all the crooked shenanigans that's going on state to state. I look at Giuliani. He was prosecuted. Having to pay dearly for accusations. That he was making, which turned out now to be true with all the voter fraud.
Yes.
Here's the thing: is he going to get restitution now? Is someone going to pay him back for all his attorney fees and the pain and suffering that happened to him when all the
Rudy, he'll sue.
going on?
At least he'll stand up for himself, I believe.
Yeah.
And
when is Pam Bondi going to grow a pair and start arresting these people? I'm sick and tired of seeing these people, these accusations be brought up. But you look at the Epstein pictures that are now busting out all throughout the internet of Bill Clinton and everybody else. If that was you, Greg, in those pictures, guess what? They'd be locking you up this afternoon. But there's a two-tier justice system in this country.
Yes.
And it protects those who are rich and powerful. And until I see someone get arrested that we know is guilty, we got documented evidence and proof, Trump's going to, that's what's going to really sway a lot of people in this country during midterms. I think if Trump can get some people arrested and we start seeing the law for once in our lifetime take care of the people who deserve to be arrested, then maybe these people will think about it when they go to the polls in the midterms. But I'm here to tell you, Trump just sits back and lets this stuff just keep on rocking on. Guess what? Pam Bondi's going to cost him dearly. I'm here to tell you.
No, I can't disagree with that at this point. I've been a little stubborn on Pam Bondi. I can't defend, but she made a really good impression on me when I was in Florida, and then watching, after I moved here, she seemed like, wow, this is a great choice.
Well, you know what? Hugh Freeze made a great impression on them Auburn fans, and where is he at now? So,
Hey, how about that Alabama win? Billy, thank you for a great call. How about that Alabama win?
It was fantastic. I'm a Texas fan. I hate OU, hate A&M. It was a great weekend football-wise.
Yeah, Miami beat A&M, and I think Alabama can beat Indiana. Indiana's from the Big Ten. They suck.
I think Indiana will smoke them.
Friendly wager time?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know what the line on that game is, but I'll take Indiana to cover.
We can bet anything but money.
How about one of you has to dress up on the next Idiocracy after the game?
Dress up is not a pretty look.
Hey, you know what? Here's the thing. There are no pictures of me that I know of me in a hot tub wearing practically nothing.
Can we talk about that?
Yes.
So you look at these Jeffrey Epstein things with Clinton and everybody. It's all such a cliche. There's Bill Clinton getting a back rub. There's Bill Clinton in a hot tub. It's like the plot from a 1992 Jan Michael Vincent movie. These are supposedly some of the richest and most powerful people, Democrats in the world. They can't find anything better to do than get a neck rub and sit in a hot tub. I mean, it's just, go hunting or take a hike or do something that's actually interesting with your life. It's just so, I don't know. It's just really cheesy crap. You almost expect to hear the theme song from some porn movie start playing when you see those pictures. It's just.
I saw a story after that picture made the rounds that Hillary says I'm not having sex with him anymore.
Yeah, there's a real threat.
Yeah.
We'll talk more ancient history when we come back with
I'm sorry. I just keep going off on tangents, but damn, it's just irritating.
Oh yeah.
This show is a tangential experience. I mean, come on. This is why we're such a good fit together,
The
buddy.
whole goal is to waste time. That is our mission.
In a meaningful way, though.
Yeah.
If you learn to listen to the show correctly, you're going to get a lot out of it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't
kill time and no dead air, and you're good.
Amen.
All right, David, we'll come back. We have our bottom of the hour break here. Boy, do I break the rules when this guy is on, and I'm proud of it. Well, the boss is also in Colorado, so I can make bold statements like that.
He just blame me. Just blame me. Tell him it's my fault.
We'll be back with David in just a bit on News Talk 93.1 FM. Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. You may need your AC on Christmas Day. Mid-70s.
Yeah.
Not exactly Christmas weather, Mr. Potter.
Yeah.
You
could go soak in a hot tub.
But the point is, we all remember back in January when we had snow and more than a foot of it further south of us. One of those weird things. It can happen. You don't know what the season's going to bring. The point is be ready for it and don't waste a lot of energy with a system and run up high electric bills with a system that's not running efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
Clark's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing for $180 can take great steps to helping you accomplish exactly that. A Clark's Club membership can pay for itself with a system that has been inspected twice a year, cleaned, using minimal energy. And if you need a repair or something happens, it breaks down, Clark's is a phone call away 7 days a week, 24/7, 365 with your membership. It's a great $100 80 investment in the infrastructure of your home to bring down your power costs and make sure you got somebody there when you need them. By the way, their plumbers are equally talented and also available 24/7, 365 with that membership. That's $180 for the year. And, plumbing never goes haywire at a convenient time. Oh, it's 5:30. They just got home. I think I'll break. Never. My last emergency call with Clark's was on a Sunday evening at 7:30. But they had a technician at the house, a plumber at the house within an hour. That's what you want.
That's service.
That is from the best in the business with a smile, no less. 277-2125 or clarkcomfort.com. Alabama certification number 09098. Traffic and then 1819 News and Rich's forecast all ahead.
Well, we continue to be busy all over the area this afternoon. Light to moderate traffic. Montgomery, Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka not reporting any issues, though, at the moment. We do have a multiple vehicle accident, I-65 southbound. This is going to be right before Verbena. Right around the 203 to 200 mile marker. So please use caution there if you're headed into Montgomery. But other than that, looking pretty good. McKinnon Toyota just received the last shipment of RAV4s until next March. If you want one, now's the time. Lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Toyota. Exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
News is brought to you by Jack Ingram Nissan. Shop now at jackingramnissan.com.
1819 News.
An 8-year-old child has died in Montgomery due to a house fire that occurred this past weekend. 2 others were critically injured from that blaze. Fire crews were called to a unit at Woodley Terrace Apartments this past Sunday. An adult and 2 juveniles, including the 8-year-old child, were found inside and pulled out. The fire was first spotted by Jabrian Solomon, who told WSFA News that he was walking to the store when he saw the smoke and fire.
I seen the smoke, but I thought it was the rent officer at first. I ran all the way from the back to the front for to go and save the folks. And I was knocking on the doors and dragging folks out and stuff. And I tried to go get the churn, but my jacket had caught up on fire.
I'll be back with more Alabama stories after this.
Are you enjoying 1819 News? If so, consider joining 1819 News as a member. As a nonprofit news organization, we depend on the support of Alabamians like you. Memberships start out as little as $5 a month, and you'll get access to exclusive content only offered to our members. You'll be supporting independent journalism done by people who cherish Alabama values. Become a member today by visiting 1819news.com and clicking Become a Member. That's 1819news.com and click Become a Member today.
The Alabama Department of Corrections is asking for the public's help in locating an escaped inmate. 27-year-old Alexis Percival Lawley left her work assignment in Hoover this past Saturday. Percival Lawley is described as a white female, 5'1", 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. She also has multiple tattoos on her body, including a lightning bolt, cross symbol, and butterfly. She's been serving a sentence for first-degree robbery. 7 people were arrested in Dothan on human trafficking charges. The arrests were part of a 2-day undercover operation conducted by the Dale County Sheriff's Office and other law enforcement agencies. The names of those arrested have not been publicly released at this time. I'm Andrea Tice.
For more news affecting Alabamians, go to 1819news.com. And while you're there, subscribe to the daily newsletter.
In the market for a used car? Visit jackingram.com to view our selection of luxury, domestic, and imported vehicles. With 8 locations and online at jackingram.com, Jack Ingram Motors is sure to have the perfect car for you.
Pizza Perfect is feeling jolly, offering a great deal in December. Buy any large pizza and get a medium pizza for only $5. Pizza Perfect's buffet includes pizza as well as spaghetti, breadsticks, salad, dessert, and drink for only $13. Buffet is available Monday through Saturday for lunch and for dinner on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Pizza Perfect is also available for pickup and delivery. Get a medium pizza for $5 with the purchase of any large pizza in December at Pizza Perfect, Coliseum Boulevard, Eastbrook.
This is Lyle from Marguerite's here to let you know about our $99 Christmas special. Yes, it's 14 karat white or yellow gold. Yes, it's high quality diamonds. This year, it's a half carat diamond, total weight, stud earrings, lab grown diamonds, absolutely gorgeous for $99. They cost me more, but who cares? I want the business. I want you to be a customer Marguerite's. Half carat, lab grown, diamond stud earrings, $99. You take that, Mr. Walmart, and whoever else is out there.
Need extra cash? Take 90 days to start paying it back. ASE Credit Union is here to help on your schedule. Whether you're tackling unexpected expenses, consolidating debt, or planning a big purchase, for a limited time, get an unsecured signature loan with no payments for 90 days. Use the funds however you need. Holiday shopping, vacations, medical expenses, or just peace of mind.
ASD Credit Union. Your life, your goals, your ASD.
Terms and conditions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Weather, a service of H&H Carpets, where right now, get a load of this. Listen close. You got a house full of carpet for $19.95 installed. Unbelievable. They're located at 6450 Atlanta Highway, just across from Walmart.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy. Overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
If it concerns your community, you'll hear about it on News Talk 93.1. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
And welcome back. We continue our tour of the Great American Idiocracy with David Blackman, Pamela Dubuque, and Master Thespian. And I thought, in the spirit of the season, why don't we have a joke from one of the younger members of our elite group?
Heard of the new movie called Constipation?
No.
It hasn't come out yet.
He'll be a great dad someday.
Yeah, he's a dad in the making, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's a great laugh he's got.
I love the fact that he's so amused at his joke, and wherever you heard that from. David, one of the headlines today, Marco Rubio fires the heads of 29 U.S. international embassies. Explain the significance of that and what's behind it.
Well, he's cleaning out the deadwood. He's cleaning out the deep staters at our embassies in various countries, including in Russia and several European countries. And that's good. I mean, that's disconnecting the CIA from running our embassies. And he needs to do a lot more of it. It's virtually an impossible job to root it all out because the CIA has really, been running most of our embassies for 40, 50 years now. And, trying to force, a take back of that function by the State Department is a big job and a dangerous one, because, how many people who fought against the deep state have ended up in graveyards for their troubles, and including at least one ex-president.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I hope we're going to see more of this. And it makes you wonder when this extends to Russia, how they'll view it, knowing that they won't have the same tools to manipulate that they used to.
You know, and that's part of it. You know, it's gotten to where it's all a big game to these intelligence people, and quite often, you know, our intelligence people end up actually coordinating efforts with Russian intelligence and intelligence from supposedly hostile countries, and you know, you wonder, it becomes extremely hard anymore to identify who the good guys are and the bad guys are. It all, you know, just increasingly seems like they're all bad guys.
Yeah.
From Bad Guys to a Girl, the trailer for the movie Melania is out. I'll bet Hollywood's all 100% in on
Making
that.
a movie?
They made a movie about her.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is that what you have shared? Oh no.
I'm checking something that just came in on the merger, the Paramount.
Well, the last I heard on that, Larry Ellison personally guaranteed all that money. I don't know how he can do that, but dang.
Well, he's worth $240 billion, and he's guaranteeing 40. So he's got plenty. He's worth. Remember when Elon Musk bought Twitter with $40 billion of his own money? Elon Musk at that time, his net worth was about $240 billion, not million, billion.
Dang.
I mean, he's worth almost $700 billion now, but 3 years
Isn't
ago,
that amazing?
Yeah.
Do you remember when he bought Twitter? It was going to go out of business.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's going to lose all that money. Oh, it's going to be horrible. Yeah.
And
here we are.
And you know, we're all going to go to Blue Sky and kill Twitter. And Twitter, you know, has more traffic now than Blue Sky and Facebook and Instagram combined, and is was orders of magnitude bigger than any other social media platform in terms of traffic.
Yeah.
I swear the whole Blue Sky, you never hear anybody mention it.
Well, it's
I think I heard it about it for the
journals.
first time on here.
Yeah.
Well,
never any commitment to be stupid.
Yeah. And what's interesting from what I'm hearing, all of the unions, all of the entertainment unions are against either one of these people purchasing Warner Brothers. They want everything to stay the same way it was.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they do, but Warner's up for sale. Warner's going to get sold one way or another.
Yeah. They can't stay in business any longer.
And the problem they've got, the board of directors has, is they have a fiduciary duty.
Yes.
You know, you don't get to serve on a board and have no responsibility whatsoever and just take a paycheck and, you know, for doing nothing. They have, in this transaction, they've got a fiduciary duty to the investors to maximize the value of this transaction.
Exactly.
And Paramount's deal that they offered 2 weeks ago is clearly billions of dollars superior to the offer made by Netflix. And now they've enhanced it even more. And these people could be legally liable for damages, the people on the board, if they don't do the right thing here. And at some point, if they continue to balk, the FTC has the authority to check in and perform a big audit and put them under investigation, personally and collectively. So the board's under a lot of pressure here.
All right, we have breaking news from the Idiocracy,
Shortwave, take it down, quick.
our local chapter.
What's it say? Shut up.
From correspondent Doug, just so you know, Millbrook Police Department is giving somebody a field sobriety test at the Circle K on Highway 14, just before you go under 65.
Been there, done that.
That's a very, very busy, well-trafficked place. I would imagine this individual is getting a lot of looks right now.
I hope they're not wearing a Santa Claus suit. That's all I'm asking.
Yeah, did you hear about the Santas that were robbing?
Yes.
I guess that was in New York, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
What were they robbing? I hadn't heard this story. Department stores or something?
They were stealing food. It was like a group of them.
Yeah.
That were in on this. But it was one of those stories that kind of fell by the wayside.
There's a lot of those.
So, David, your expertise, of course, in many fields, but ultimately energy is where you've made your living. What's the latest on the offshore wind projects that are under construction? What's going on? Are they really stopping those?
Yeah, there's no construction happening now. Doug Burgum, our Interior Secretary, acting on a recommendation from the Pentagon, suspended all construction activities at all 5 of the major projects that are underway in the Northeast Atlantic, because those people don't understand how big these towers are. Some of these towers are 1,100 feet tall. It's almost as tall as the Empire State Building.
Ridiculous.
Almost all of them are over 700 feet, which is the height of the Eiffel Tower. That's how enormous these things are. And you have hundreds of them being built, and they interfere with military radar all along the North Atlantic seaboard now. And that's a critical problem for national security. And the Pentagon, actually, this goes back to 2022, was the first time the Pentagon warned the Interior Department of this problem. And Biden was so focused on forcing these wind farms down everybody's throat that they completely ignored this crucial national security matter. And now the Interior Department under Doug Burgum is taking the appropriate action. And it should have been done a long time ago. Too bad for you developers who are out billions of dollars if these things get canceled entirely. I don't care, because you've known about it since before 2022 and done nothing to mitigate for it. So I personally think they should shut them all down permanently and force the developers to take down the towers that they've already installed at their own expense.
As you pointed out, this is one of those areas where the Democrats or the left have painted themselves into an interesting corner because they want the wind farms because it's clean and green. On the other hand, anybody heard from AOC in the last week? She's been kind of quiet. Yet they are environmentally destructive. They are non-biodegradable. They only last 7 years.
They kill whales. They claim they have a 25-year life, but in that seawater, I mean, they're going to dilapidate very quickly and have to be constantly replaced. And
that's expensive. Any repairs on something like that, I mean, you've got to have people who can do the heights. You've got to be able to get this. Yeah, it's just nuts. It
is nuts, and it's time to stop it. I mean, anyway, this is just another of the scams of the Biden years that we're going to be paying for decades. It's one of the worst.
This is an idea where I don't mind my tax dollars going. Kristi Noem has announced a Christmas special for illegal aliens who self-deport in time for the holidays. $3,000, I think.
All right.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
sign me up.
They took a step today to end welfare for migrants. Why stay if your money supply is being cut off? I mean, that would seem like a real obvious thing to do at the outset.
But remember early this year, all the Democrats were swearing to us that none of these illegals are getting any welfare. Or now they're out there screaming and yelling, "You're taking the welfare away from our illegal aliens." I mean, it's the most hysterically hypocritical crap in the world.
Yeah.
David, here's something that makes me sick. You, of course, know our now retired producer, Rosie Brock.
Yes.
Rosie gave up her time and her energy to help. I couldn't begin to count how many people and how quickly she was to help anybody that needed it. Yet she's got a physical condition that is to get the therapy, the treatment, the equipment she needs. It's a horribly advanced situation involving scoliosis. A hard cost of $25,000, and the woman does not have the money, largely because she gave so much of it away helping other people. So we got a GoFundMe that we've started on my page, and it just nauseates me that she would have been better off coming into the country from somewhere else and getting it all for free. Whatever you need, here, just put it on the tab. Makes me sick. it should piss off everybody, especially everybody that knew Rosie.
Yeah.
She's got to wait. She's got to come up with the cash to do this. She needs this. This is not a trip to the spa. This is going to, enhance her ability to be mobile for the rest of her life.
Yeah.
And it just nauseates me that we have to, I'm happy to help. Don't get me wrong. But that she's got to go through all of this and the doubt of where's the money going to come from ultimately, while so many others who contributed nothing walk in and get it free. There's just no satisfactory explanation for that, in my opinion. Can we talk polls? A, do you have any polling data that we would love to hear? And B, let's talk about a polling industry which is utterly useless and likely corrupt.
Yeah. Well, first of all, yes, there's a new Insider Advantage poll, which is one of the most accurate pollsters last year. Has Trump's favorability back up at 50% again, 50%
Awesome.
favorable, 41% unfavorable. Even Morning Consult has him at 45. These polls, there were a couple polls last week had him in the low 30s or some crazy thing.
Yeah.
They're just completely faked up polls. The Fox polls has him at 41. That's the worst Fox could come up with.
They're the worst.
So and it's been on an upward trend now for a couple of weeks. So it hit a low point and now it's trending back upwards again. But I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, as gas prices drop, people are noticing. Everybody's starting to talk about this.
Yeah.
Refunds, the big refunds they're talking about, people will be getting next year. All of this is gelling nicely in advance of the midterms.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you going to vote against?
So there's been a raft of generic ballot polls, generic congressional ballot polls. And they range from Republicans +1 to Democrats +17. All of these polls taken within the same series of days last week. So you've got an 18-point spread in the findings of a series of polls, all of which claim a 3% margin of error. Well, what does that tell you about the polling industry as a whole? It tells you it's either incredibly incompetent or completely corrupt. Okay, I mean, this is an impossibility statistically, according to the claims of the pollsters themselves when they claim that 3% margin of error. So the polling industry, just as a general thing, is useless. Most of the organizations are completely corrupt. It's not hard to identify which ones they are, and it's not hard to identify which aren't. And it's an unfortunate thing that, 95% of the public doesn't pay enough attention to it to understand which is which. And so it's unfortunately, like everything else, the wokeness touches, it's turning to crap. And that's an unfortunate thing for the country.
All right, and one of the first headlines I saw today is that Denmark is freaking out over something involving.
This story.
Yeah, tell us about LA Governor Jeff Landry.
Jeff Landry, the governor of Louisiana, is a great guy. He's a fine governor. He was a tremendous attorney general there in Louisiana. I dealt with him several times when he was AG, and I was still in the industry, and I haven't read the details of it yet, but Trump just named him the special envoy to Greenland. I don't know what the point of it all is, but apparently the Danish government is just outraged. I don't care. I'm here for all of it, man. I'll know more about it next week when we get together. But it's just the whole concept to me just cracks me up when I think about it.
I was just checking my resources to see if the Dodgers bought any players today, but I don't see anybody on the list here.
No.
Well, they already got the best available reliever. They really
just waiting for Cody Bellinger. Yeah. That's what I'm waiting for. They need an outfielder, and he's available, and they ought to go get him.
The Yankees need him, David. The Yankees need Cody.
He ain't going to sign with the Yankees again. I think that ship has sailed. He might sign with the Mets, though. The thing about Bellinger is he's a hell of a first baseman, and they lost their first baseman. So
Yeah. Oh, they traded another guy today, Jeff McNeil. Have you heard about the New York? I know this is baseball, folks, and it's December 23rd. I'm not deaf, but apparently the New York Mets clubhouse was quite toxic. And I had a feeling it might be because you got Juan Soto, the king of me, and Francisco Lindor. They blow enough smoke up his ass to have him regulated by the EPA. And I guess a lot of the other contributors felt kind of like secondhand news.
Yeah,
so they're all leaving. Nimmo, McNeil, and others. It's going to be a very different team next year.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, no threat to the greatness of the Los Angeles Dodgers, and they're likely to be World Series champions 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
I'm Greg Goodell. You heard it here first.
Best team money can buy.
Well, I mean, hey.
You dang right.
The sports cemeteries are littered with billionaire owners who spent lavish amounts of money without really paying much attention to what they were buying.
Yeah.
And never won squat.
Yeah.
Right.
How about those Cowboys?
Yeah. Jerry Jones being the prime example.
Do they have by the way, a chance to be in the playoffs, the Cowboys?
Oh no, they're toast. They were toast a month ago, really.
Yeah, and it's really weird. Nobody has really clinched their division yet.
I know, yeah.
And it's weird. It's really weird.
Well, that's because go ahead.
Well, I mean, there's no parity in the league anymore. You got a bunch of top tier teams, a bunch of bottom feeders, and not much in the middle this year.
Yeah, my beloved Titans, who are like the worst team in the NFL, beat the Chiefs yesterday.
Yeah.
They beat the Chiefs, and we were like, how did that happen?
You know what? The Chiefs are having a year they're having because of Taylor Swift.
It's the curse. It's the curse.
I think, all right, we've been to a couple of Super Bowls. I want nothing to do with it and her from this point forward.
Yeah.
So I think they're throwing the season.
Travis Kelce may be retiring after this year, you know?
God, I hope so. He looks old out there now. He looks old.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, you know what? When your wife makes $250 million a year, yeah, I'd retire too. Hey, honey, I'll ride on that lawnmower all you
Just
want me
take care of me, Tay-Tay. I'm here.
David, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Want to share your plans with us? I'm going to be in New Orleans with my daughter.
Yeah. And that's wonderful that you get to do that. It's a blessing. My family's all very close, and we'll all be together. And we had a wonderful little pre-gathering Saturday. I'm really extraordinarily blessed to just have my whole family right here gathered close.
As we are,
life, and I appreciate it.
As we are to have you on the show, will you be with us a week from today?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have the greatest possible Christmas. Our love to everybody. And thank you. And thank you again for being with us, man. I could have taken today off.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't want to.
I didn't want to. I was dead during half the morning show today. I wasn't going to let David get away. I'm sorry, man. I had to do this today. It was so much fun. And
well, I appreciate it. I thank you and really appreciate all of you and wish you all a blessed Christmas. And for the whole state of Alabama, roll tide. I'm predicting Indiana, but I'm rooting for Alabama, and we'll see how it goes. I'm wrong a lot about college football, so maybe it's good luck for you.
Nobody's going to take it personal. We know what's in your heart. Thank you, my friend.
Merry
Take
Christmas.
care.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll be back for New Year, so we'll do that next week.
Awesome. Okay, and I actually, as this one winds down and the news seems to be tracking the way it is, I'm much more optimistic about next year in midterms. And I think there's Nicki Minaj. I mean, she's one person. I don't know her music. I just think what she's stuck her neck out to do is significant.
Yeah.
And let's hope that celebrity culture is starting to wake the hell up.
Maybe get some common sense back, you know?
A little would be nice.
That's what we need.
You know? But Donald Trump is winning a lot of these people over one way or another, which is good to see. There's nothing wrong with being...
there's a lot of things you just can't ignore, like the price of gas going down. You can't ignore that.
Ultimately, that's 100% right.
Yeah.
That's why because all these people, if they're watching MSNBC and see, why would they question them unless they see something different in real life? Like, wow, gas prices are down 50 cents.
Yeah.
That's a big deal to most
Big.
people who are living paycheck to paycheck. All right. Our holiday greetings, our Christmas wishes go out to two women who I love and am so proud to represent on the radio, Dana Delk and Jacqueline Tomlinson, Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law. While they devote their lives to helping people in crisis, and this, believe it or not, there's a lot more of that goes on at this time of the year than you realize. Two people who can take somebody who is in crisis and help them see immediately a better future. Here's the thing. It may not be you listening. You may know somebody, though, who's facing a family crisis of some type. Give them this number, 819-4810, and give them a chance to experience the legal leadership these two women bring to the table, and the experience and the ability to take in the information and then lay out a plan for a happier future. That's how it works. And it's the look. You know, it's not just you need a lawyer. You need a lawyer who makes you feel like I'm covered here. They've got my back. I'm going to be okay. Can't underestimate the value of that. 819-4810 is the number. All their family law services, including wills and blended families, adoptions, and more, are listed at this web address, thealabamafamilylawyers.com. For the consultation, 819-4810 for Delk and Tomlinson, attorneys at law.
The representation is made that the quality of legal services performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Apparently, the quality of our driving going home ain't that good. Here's Skipper with the latest.
Well, a lot of folks are getting off work, and we are busy on I-65 and 85 through downtown Montgomery. Boulevards are busy. We don't really have any issues that are causing any traffic problems at the moment other than just heavy afternoon traffic. We do have an accident, Highway 14 or Fairview Avenue now in Prattville, right in front of Whataburger. That is right off I-65. We also have an accident at around the 202 mile marker on 65 southbound. If you're coming into Montgomery from Clanton, that is right before Verbena. Please watch out for a couple of 18-wheelers that are having a problem there. We'll keep you updated. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and Trentham State Community College is sending you all the holiday cheer. Trentham State hopes your season is filled with joy and good vibes. Happy holidays from Trentham State. Buckle up. This is Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch Traffic.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew. Shares of some energy companies stand to suffer now that the administration is pausing leases for 5 large offshore wind projects along the East Coast.
President Trump has not been shy about his disdain for wind energy, but the administration says it's pausing the offshore projects because of national security risks identified by the Pentagon.
That is White House correspondent Greg Clugston. Dominion Energy U.S. saw its stock drop by nearly 4% after the freeze was announced, halting the coastal Virginia offshore wind project. Instacart ending a program where customers saw different prices for the same product ordered at the same time from the same store. The program was meant to help retailers learn more about what kinds of prices customers would be willing to pay. On Wall Street at the closing bell, the Dow was up by 227 points. The Nasdaq higher by 121. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Bob Agnew.
At AMS Studios this holiday season, we are giving the gift of relaxation and renewal of the mind, body, and spirit with a one-size-fits-all option. A gift certificate is perfect for even the hardest to shop for, and we have a menu with services fit for all. For the creature of comfort, we offer massage and pampering facials. For the skin-savvy, medical-grade skincare and treatments, plus so much more. Look at our holiday gift certificate specials on Facebook at AMS Studios and find us Monday through Saturday in downtown Prattville.
I'm Daryl Hood from Action 8 News. We want to take a moment to send you our holiday greetings. We thank you for watching Action 8 News throughout the year. In 2025, we brought you our second Lifesaver radar to close the radar gap to better protect us all from severe weather. Action 8 celebrated our 65th anniversary, growing from a tiny station on the west side of Selma into what we are today. We couldn't have done it without you. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from your friends at Action 8 News.
For too long, Alabama's statewide news companies have shamed us for our conservative Christian values. Alabama deserves a news company that cherishes our culture, a company that isn't bought and paid for by the powers that be. 1819 News is that company. Run by Alabamians for Alabamians, 1819 News celebrates what is good and beautiful about our state while exposing those who work against our values in secret. Just go to 1819news.com to learn more. Subscribe to our newsletter. That's 1819news.com.
Welcome back to the Shopping Days Countdown. I'm Casey Christmas. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of our listeners who've tuned in each and every day. We appreciate you being a fan of the countdown, even though you're clearly not a fan of shopping. Otherwise, you wouldn't have waited until the remaining days has gotten all the way down to number 3. This is Casey Christmas reminding you there are only 3 days left to quit making excuses and start dragging your rear end to the stores.
Broadcasting from the Riverside Chevrolet Master Control Center, this is WACV Cusana, News Talk 93.1 FM. When it's Chevy, it's Riverside.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. The Trump administration on Monday suspended leases for 5 large-scale offshore wind projects under construction along the East Coast due to what it said were national security risks identified by the Pentagon. The suspension, effective immediately, is the latest step by the administration to hobble offshore wind in its push against renewable energy sources. Heavy rain and flash flooding have soaked roads in Northern California, leading to water rescues and at least one confirmed death. Authorities say police in the city of Redding received numerous calls Sunday from stranded motorists who tried to drive through flooded areas. On Wall Street, the Dow up by 227 points, the Nasdaq rose 121, the S&P 500 advanced 44. More details at srnnews.com.
Let's see, if something costs less, a lot less, but people are actually happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that's MetaShare. Maybe you've heard joining MetaShare can save you or your family up to $500 a month, and that's huge, but it's also true. People are just happier with it. They love being part of something that reflects and promotes their values and what they believe in. MetaShare works, too. It's been around for 30 years now, and members have shared more than $7 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network, so yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care, whether you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan that you're happy with. Here you go. You can call right now and get a price within 2 minutes. A very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. It's 833-34-BIBLE. That's 833-34-BIBLE. 833-34-BIBLE.
This holiday, you'll be far away, and I'll be all alone. So please remember this December to fully charge your phone and text me Merry Christmas. Let me know you care. Just a word or two of text from you will remind me you're still there. You don't have to add much to it. One smiley face will do. Baby, text me Merry Christmas, 'cause I'm missing kissing you.
Text me Merry Christmas, make my holiday complete. Though you're far from me, say you'll be RB. That's a text I'll never delete. Choose just the right emoji, one that makes me LOL. And if you text me something naughty, I promise I won't tell.
I don't care if you spell things right, I just want to hear from you tonight. Stroke those keys with your delicate touch and type those little words that mean so much.
Hi,
Hey,
how are you?
okay.
Miss you.
Miss you too.
Xmas sucks without you.
I know. LOL.
Love you.
Love you.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
A Facebook message isn't quite as sweet. I need more from at you than just a tweet.
snap on Snapchat doesn't last. And voicemail that's from Christmas past. Text me Merry Christmas. Send a selfie too. If you do, I'll go meet the mistletoe and pretend my spring is you. Show me that you love me. Text, phone, and kiss and hug me. I'll be right here waiting for my pants to start vibrating. Baby, text me Merry Christmas, and I will text you too. This Christmas, it's the least that we can do.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, we got breaking news, man. Prattville, Alabama got voted the best Christmas city in Alabama. Can you believe it?
And you were a part of that.
I was this past weekend, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I was the Santa, and everybody got to take free pictures with Santa. The city took care of that. Now, that's impressive.
That is.
And they went all out. They had carousel ride. They had
ice skating.
They had horse-drawn carriages. I mean, lights galore. They really pulled out all the stops, and they won the contest.
Smart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is a great message from the community.
Well,
and congratulations to you.
No,
that would make you a top Santa.
I could put it on my resume.
I was going to say after the Kristen Bell song, it's great that on Christmas Day, if you have a last minute thought about somebody you haven't talked to in a long time, you can send them a text.
Yeah.
That is kind of cool. In that context, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I don't mind being texted Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Text me Merry Christmas with a little tree.
Oh, yeah. My dad loves to do that. Any holiday, just the first thing, he gets up 6 o'clock in the morning, sends
I miss the
text.
Christmas cards. I missed it, but 80 cents a stamp.
I love getting a card for anything.
Yeah.
I don't even need Christmas presents. I like a thoughtful card.
No, I need presents.
I don't need presents.
Yeah, well, we used to do Christmas cards at our house, and staging the Christmas photo every year was always the.
Why not do it in August when you're not stressed? It's
Yeah.
not last minute, but nobody ever does that ahead of time.
But it just got so expensive to print out because we had a huge list of people we sent Christmas cards to.
Mhm.
We just finally said, "No, we can't do this anymore."
They
All right,
started
we're at 5.
doing like digital ones.
Yeah, those are fun. Those are really good.
We're all festive here on News Talk 93.1 FM, and Brant McDonald's going to join us in a moment.
I'm Stephanie Bryan, chairwoman of the Porch Creek Indians. Tourism and hospitality are more than industries to the Porch Creek Indians. Providing a warm welcome is part of our heritage. It's central to who we are. From Atmore to Aruba, we've created more than 20 unique travel and tourism destinations, providing unforgettable guest experiences and life-changing career opportunities for our tribe and our neighbors in Alabama and beyond. Learn more at porchcreekindians.org.
Hi, this is Carl Schmidt, naturopath and owner of the Herb Shop. Listen every Saturday to Winning Wellness and learn from experts in different fields of science and technology how nutritional supplements can help you.
Listen to Winning Wellness every Saturday at 10 a.m. Rich Thomas Weather is brought to you by McPhillip Shinbaum.
My name is Aaron Luck, a partner with the law firm of McPhillip Shinbaum. If you or someone in your family has been seriously injured by the negligence of someone else, call me directly.
262-1911. Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy, overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, This is Rich Thomas.
Budget Floors and More has the best prices. Carpet as low as 69 cents per square foot. LVP starting at $1.29 a square foot. Sheet vinyl as low as 65 cents per square foot. And the lowest prices on flooring installation supplies. Budget Floors and More across from Delray Publix.
The views and opinions of the following program are solely those of the host and other contributors. These do not necessarily represent those of Liberty Acquisitions 825, Blue Water Broadcasting, its management, staff, or any advertisers.
You obtuse piece of blossom.
He's a tool.
News and talk without the static. The River Region's most trusted voice. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
Hello, I'm Morgan Freeman, here with a holiday tip. Shopping for gifts can be frustrating, especially when the person you're looking for can be a real jackass. This year, get them something more fitting, like a pile of cat, or my favorite, a firm, well-placed kick in the crotchberries. Not only will you be giving them what they deserve, but my gut tells me you'll never have to shop for them again. Happy holidays.
Morgan always adds such a festive touch as we await Brent McDonald. And then at 5:35, our visit with the movie maven, Ellen Murray, talking about Frozen at ASF. Something called Just Friends, the best Christmas pageant ever, and Joyeux Noel with her. And again, all the good stuff with David. I mean, I like the way things are lining up right now. You know, there's, in fact, Trump just introduced this afternoon a whole new class of battleships. Of course, he's got to include his name.
Brant calls.
But a
Golden Fleet,
a new Trump-class battleship to counter China.
Can we take Barbara's call before Brent calls?
Well, that may be, Barbara doesn't take much time, and that may be Brent online too.
Yep.
Hey, Barbara.
Hi, Barbara.
Merry Christmas.
I want to miss all of you a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
Greg, please be safe driving to see your precious daughter.
I will.
I want to tell you, when you have to give blood, is it good for other people to have your blood when you have to give it?
Not only do I have too much blood, but it's got too much iron in it. So
it wouldn't help.
It's not, no, they got to take it at the cancer center.
Well, I'm sorry, because I was going to say what a blessing. But I saw your picture today, and that was my comment. What a blessing all of your fans are. I feel like they're all my friends.
Well, nobody's more blessed in this whole equation than me. This is my 21st Christmas.
That's amazing.
And all of them have been made possible by the people that support my shows and this radio station.
And I've been listening from the very beginning.
I love you for that.
Merry Christmas to you all, and be safe and happy. But let me say one more thing. Do you ever buy your stamps online?
No, the last time I bought them, I think I got them at Costco. They were the Forever stamps.
Well, that's what I buy online. The last time I bought some, they were $37 for 100.
That's a good price.
That's a good price, but you have to be careful. But I do mine through PayPal. So I'm going to let you go. Merry Christmas. I love you guys, and I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Barbara.
Barbara.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry
Christmas to this man, Mr. Right on the Money, Brant McDonald from Invista Advisors. Hey, Brant.
Hey, Greg. How are you, man?
I'm ready for a break. I mean, it's not like I'm digging ditches here in the afternoon, but I'm ready for a few days off.
Yeah.
I mean, normally my feeling is you have days where it'd be nice, but this keeps you going too.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps me mentally sharp, which everybody appreciates. Shut up.
Well, it's recharging your batteries. I mean, everybody needs to do that. Everybody needs to take some time to just chill and be themselves for a while.
In the meantime, I saw some green in the market indexes today. Didn't have a chance to study, so tell us what's going on and how we're starting to turn the corner into next year.
Yeah, well, we had the third straight day in a row where we were in the green for the S&P 500, which is nice. I think, we got through a lot of news last week. It was really heavy on data, which was nice to get again. We haven't had it in over 2 months. So, and obviously the great inflation report that we got last week that carried over into today green across the board, and with all indexes, the Dow Jones, S&P, the Nasdaq, all up about the same, roughly about 0.5%, which is nice. The interesting thing is, obviously, this week, Christmas week, what you're going to see, volumes in the market are going to start to drop tomorrow pretty substantially. As people begin to posture and go on, move around the country, do what they're going to do for Christmas. Then certainly Wednesday, Christmas Eve. So we only have a half day's worth of trading. We will shut down. All markets will shut down at noon on Wednesday. And then, of course, Thursday markets will definitely be closed, and Friday we'll open back up again. But Greg, I would have to just say, I think we're going to see the volumes in the markets begin to drop all through the week. I don't think we'll see anything major until we come back next Monday. It should be all hands on deck as we head into the new year. And plus, we're going to start to see and hear news from various retailers as to how well they did, how strong the consumer was throughout Christmas. We'll start getting a little bit of leaking of information around that, probably on Monday and certainly Tuesday as we start to close out the year. The last thing I would say, a lot of people, who have enjoyed some nice gains in the market, probably going to be managing those tax liabilities as we close out the year. For those who have capital losses on the books, it's an opportunity to possibly, if it makes sense, go ahead and book those losses to offset against gains to reduce your tax liability. And then lastly, I would say, always remember, if you're charitably inclined, you can always use low basis appreciated stock as a way to donate to charities and get around the capital gains by doing that. You still get a tax deduction for the same dollar amount like you would if you were using cash. You just avoid the capital gains. So just some things there as we think about closing out the year. Outside of that, my man, there's really not a whole lot to report on, other than I will say, I don't know who listens to the All In podcast. It's one of my favorites. But Scott Bessent is the latest guest on the show that came out today. I would encourage people to go listen to that if you want to hear a little bit more deeper view from the Treasury Secretary around what they've done in 2025, what sort of accomplishments they've made, and why they're so bullish on 2026, because I agree with a lot of what he's saying. And so that would be good entertainment, especially if you're traveling. You can play it in your car, and it's not so complex that you can't understand it. Outside of that, Greg, listen, I want to thank you for another great year. Really great partnership with you, and so grateful for you and appreciative of you and the show and your support of our company at Invista Advisors. And I want to thank everyone that's listening, a lot of whom are clients, and we're so grateful for you, and you know who I'm talking about. We certainly, it goes without saying, we really greatly appreciate the trust and respect you placed in us to manage your financial affairs, and we look forward to a super prosperous 2026. And Merry Christmas to you, to everyone there at the station, and to everyone listening.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Brant, and thank you for all you've done for me, man. You've been terrific, the best. It's so easy to work with you. I mean, I just answer the phone and say hello and look at a couple of numbers and say, what does this mean? And then you give us the scoop, and that's why I love it. But I agree. My hunches, my intuition for next year is very positive. And that includes the midterms, because people are noticing things like now, like how low gas prices are dropping. And that's what really gets people's attention. All these different takes and talking heads of the news can speak till they're blue in the face. But when people are paying less, not just for gas, if the gas prices keep going down, prices on a lot of things will follow. So that's what's ultimately going to get people to think, you know what, maybe these Trump haters are wrong. Maybe we should take a look at how we're doing business here and keep it going. I hope anyway. But in the meantime,
I totally agree.
You got an amazing family. Enjoy it with them and anybody else, and we will talk to you a week from today.
Sounds good. Be safe if you're traveling, and I hope Santa Claus brings you everything you wish for and that he doesn't leave the bill.
if I get to New Orleans in one piece, I will have my Christmas wish list complete.
Okay. Sounds good.
Thanks, Brad.
All right. Take care, y'all.
Merry
Have a great
Christmas.
night.
The opinions voiced in this material are for general information only and are not intended to provide specific advice or recommendations for any individual. All performance referenced is historical and is no guarantee of future results. All indices are unmanaged and may not be invested into directly. The opinions expressed in this material do not necessarily reflect the views of LPL Financial. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice is offered through Invista Advisors, registered investment advisor and separate entity from LPL Financial.
All right. Robert is on the phone at 525. Good afternoon.
Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
Hey, on your travels to see your daughter, tell her Montgomery said hello, and we wish her a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, because I know that's your baby and you love her, so y'all travel safe, and you let her know that Robert said Montgomery love her. Bye.
You know what? I'm making a note right now to pull up this part of the podcast to play it for her when I see her. I like that idea. Awesome. All right. Movie Maven coming up in just a bit. Here's the guy who put the Roy in Kilroy. Welcome.
Good evening, Greg.
How you doing?
I'm doing all right. I haven't had a chance to come visit lately, and I haven't had a chance to call, but I had to sneak a Merry Christmas in before you headed down to New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm very grateful, and Merry Christmas to you, my friend.
You have safe travels, and thanks for all you do, and I hope you have a great New Year, and maybe I'll make my way back up to Baumhauer's for
We will look forward to that. We will look forward to that. And next year is going to be a big year for Baumhauer's.
yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
More than
going
one.
to Millbrook?
More than one. Millbrook and possibly, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say.
More to come.
I'm being coy. Thanks, Kilroy.
Bye.
Love y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Love you.
Merry Christmas.
Look at this crap Mitt Romney calls to tax the rich. Blow it out your ass. You are so irrelevant. You are a distant memory. You are an embarrassment to me personally that I ever believed in your bony ass as a president. Fake. Fake conservative. Trump hater.
You know,
Ugh,
if we just
go away.
If we just adjusted what Congress has to do to where there would be taxed just like normal people instead of having all sorts of perks because they the government, things might be a little bit better. You know,
I agree.
If we had term limits, they had the
term limits is the easiest remedy for so much of what plagues the country right now politically.
If they had to have the same health care plan we have,
we don't need Nancy Pelosi for 40 years making herself rich while telling the rest of us how to behave and think.
Oh, yeah.
528 Georgia Floors Direct on the boulevard across from Lowe's wishes you a Merry Christmas. They celebrated there.
I have a traffic update after.
Oh, okay. We'll get that in a sec. In fact, we're going to be visiting the traffic dungeon momentarily, too. Perhaps next year is what you have in mind for new flooring, maybe new window coverings, maybe a new marble or granite kitchen countertop. All three are available in great abundance and with a wide array of choices and prices at this location. But the man who carries the spirit of Christmas year round, his name is Jeff Mallinson. And my directions come from him. Know the man a long time. He loves making people happy. His employees are certainly happy. It's a great place to walk in and catch the spirit if you find yourself flagging in that regard. He's the guy behind all of it because that's just the way he's wired. And it's a beautiful thing to enjoy, not only as a many-time customer of Georgia Floors Direct, but as Jeff's friend. Jeff, Don Davenport, Dick McAdam, the whole team at Georgia Floors Direct, wishing you a Merry Christmas. And when you're ready for some serious home improvement, they're the place to stop by on the boulevard across from Lowe's, a flooring destination since 1969. Off to the traffic dungeon.
We have an accident West Boulevard at Birmingham Highway. Please watch out for emergency vehicles there. We understand we may have an overturned vehicle and injuries at this accident. Got very heavy traffic now on I-65 and 85 through the interchange. 85 southbound is rolling slow, as well as 85 northbound at the interchange and also Taylor to Chantilly. Getting very busy everywhere right now. Prattville, Millbrook, Wetumpka reporting light to mostly moderate traffic and building. The Workhorse Special is at Thompson Tractor. See the all-new CAT 255 compact track loader. 3-year warranty, 74-inch bucket, 1,000-hour filter kit. Only $73,655, 0% financing. Thompson Tractor off I-85 past Taylor Road. Buckle up, Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, here's today's top stories. Montgomery police are conducting an investigation after a man was shot and killed Saturday evening. MPD responded to the 500 block of East Patton Avenue where an adult male suffered fatal injuries from a gunshot wound. The victim, whose name has not yet been released, was pronounced dead on the scene. Suspect and motive remain unknown. A Montgomery man has been found guilty of drug trafficking. A federal jury convicted 36-year-old Arsenio Hall of conspiracy to distribute methamphetamine, cocaine, and marijuana. Hall faces a mandatory minimum sentence of 10 years up to life in federal prison. There is no parole in the federal system. The Montgomery Zoo's 34th annual Christmas Lights Festival is now underway. The nightly festival transforms the zoo into a winter wonderland with thousands of lights, decorations, and seasonal entertainment. The Christmas Lights Festival at Montgomery Zoo runs through December 27th. From the Blue Water Broadcasting News Center, I'm Sky Mosley.
This is Lyle from Marguerite's here to let you know about our $99 Christmas special. Yes, it's 14 karat white or yellow gold. Yes, it's high quality diamonds. This year, it's a half carat diamond, total weight, stud earrings, lab grown diamonds, absolutely gorgeous for $99. They cost me more, but who cares? I want the business. I want you to be a customer, Marguerite's. Half carat, lab grown, diamond stud earrings, $99. You take that, Mr. Walmart, and whoever else is out there.
This is Jennifer Pestricelli, General Sales Manager and co-owner of Blue Water Broadcasting, and we're powering up our sales team. If you're a go-getter who loves meeting people, closing deals, and helping local businesses win, this is your moment. You'll develop broadcast and digital advertising campaigns, prospect for new clients, and manage your own list of accounts, all in a fast-paced, creative environment. Outside sales experience is a huge plus. Media experience is even better. Ready to level up your career? Send me your resume today by going to bluewaterbroadcasting.com.
Put the power of Action 8 News in the palm of your hand. Download the free Action 8 News app to stay on top of breaking news wherever you are. Search for WAKA News in your app store to download the Action 8 News app today. Keep your family safe by watching Action 8 News. Look for 8 on Your Side consumer alerts with product recalls involving cars, food, children's toys, and other items in your home. 8 on Your Side, keeping you safe only on Action 8 News.
The Rich Thomas Weather Network, brought to you by Montgomery Paint and Body. From little fender benders to total body repair, MPB will fix it good as new, maybe better. For 4 decades, the Turner family has been getting you back on the road. Call 279-7325.
Rich Thomas Weather.
Well, hi, everybody. We have a very nice holiday week forecast with a warming trend on the way. Tonight will be partly cloudy. Overnight low temperature down to about 48. Tomorrow will be a little warmer. Mostly sunny on Tuesday with a high in the lower 70s. We will be in the mid-70s on Christmas Eve Wednesday and low to mid-70s on Christmas Day and also on Friday with a good bit of sunshine each day. And if you're going to be traveling, widespread warmth across the southeastern U.S. From the Blue Water Weather Center, this is Rich Thomas.
Brighten your holidays with ASE Credit Union. Enjoy the season stress-free with our special holiday loans. Visit us or call today to learn more. ASE Credit Union, your ASECU.com, 334-270-9011. Terms and conditions apply, federally insured by NCUA.
He may not know whether he's coming or going, but whether you're going to work or coming home, Greg Budell is there. Mornings, 6 till 9, and afternoons, 3 till 6. Only on News Talk 93.1 FM, WACV.
Are you tired of the mainstream media's biased reporting? Do you want to stay informed on the news that really matters to you? Look no further than 1819 News. At 1819 News, we bring you the latest in Alabama news, politics, sports, culture, and more. We've assembled a team of journalists with Alabama values dedicated to the truth and the truth alone. Visit us at 1819news.com today. That's 1819news.com. Subscribe to our newsletter. Honest News, Alabama Values.
Want to carry News Talk in your pocket? Download the News Talk 93.1 app from the App Store. Available on iPhone and Android. Never miss a moment. Download now.
Miss Murray's Movie Minute is brought to you by AMS Studios. Relax your soul, refresh your mind, renew your spirit with AMS Studios in Prattville. AMS-studios.com or call 730-1268. With Santa here, you should find out immediately before we do anything else if the movie maven is on the naughty or nice list.
Oh, she has been on the nice list for a very long time.
Oh, thank you, Santa.
Now, don't blow it. You've got 2 days left, so don't blow it.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Well, we'll have something extra special in your stocking.
And if he doesn't come through, I can always help. I got a few bucks.
Yeah.
I did get a piece of coal one year when I was a child.
What did you do to get coal?
I don't know, but it was probably a joke by Santa.
Oh, a little prank. Okay.
I got one before too. We went on a Chattanooga train ride for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they give bells to everyone on the train but one person. And I got the piece of coal.
You got the coal.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is sad.
That's awesome.
And now we know the rest of the story.
Yeah.
We had a
That was literally 3 years ago. I was not a child.
we had a Christmas party when I worked in Florida. The station put a stocking up for every employee, and everybody got some kind of a gift or a gift card. I got a condom in mine. And I was not happy. It's like I wasn't expecting anything fancy, but what's the story behind this?
Personalized.
Wise
gift.
guy.
Yeah.
Radio people.
Encouraging naughtiness.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Lots to talk about today. Why don't we start with Frozen at the Alabama Shakespeare Festival?
Okay. I went on Saturday afternoon to the 2:00 matinee.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never seen the theater that full before. It was completely
Wow.
packed, and there was so many little girls in their little Frozen dresses. It was one of the most adorable things I've ever seen.
Frozen still holds up. It's a good movie.
Yeah, well, I know some people that are working on that show, and they're telling me that the show is going great. They are selling tickets like crazy, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing for ASF to do this show.
Yes,
and it's a good show.
Nice to see the
It
theater
was
packed.
well acted. The song and dance was great. The costumes were amazing. The guy that played the reindeer was really cool.
Yeah.
You when we talked about this, you mentioned that he's on stilts or something, the reindeer, so he can be the authentic height.
I mean, it took me a while to figure out exactly what he's doing. I mean, he's like bent over like a four-legged creature, but you know, your arms aren't going to touch the floor at the same length that your legs are. So he's got stilts on his hands, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
And, and then his legs.
It's a technique they use during The Lion King on Broadway, but it's a puppeteering technique. But it looks cool. It really does, because he's creating that illusion that he really is a reindeer. Yeah.
And I mean, if I stood like that for as long as he did, my back would be so sore I couldn't walk.
Oh my
away.
gosh, screaming.
Yeah. But I would recommend it. And they're going to be running through, I think, January the 4th, right?
I believe it is.
Yes, January 4th.
Yeah,
That's
2
right.
more weeks. So please, you got plenty of time to go check it out. If you haven't seen it, it's incredible. They always do a very good job with their shows. We're very blessed.
It was my first introduction to the Frozen story. Like I've somehow managed to never see the movie before, so I had a little bit difficulties with the story itself, but that has nothing to do with Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Well, but so many of the holiday classics, beloved holiday classics, have dark underlying themes.
Yeah.
Wonderful Life, beloved movie. It's about a guy who abuses his kid, who is suicidal. Not exactly things you connect to Christmas, but in the telling of the story, it gets you to where you want to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's more. I mean, that if you take a second look at what's going on in this beloved classic, it's kind of
Well, Christmas
dark.
happens regardless of people's circumstances in their life.
Yes.
It's coming around
Well,
regardless of what you got going on.
That Hans subplot in Frozen, I think the reason they put it in there is just to warn people, hey, you need to be really careful. When somebody comes up to you and says, hey, honey, I love you, you need to make sure and check them out. Don't just blindly jump in and do whatever they say.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the one thing that I think some people talk about with Frozen. But it's a very good
my
thing.
problem was about how the parents, instead of figuring out how to deal with her
Shut her up.
gift,
Yeah.
just locked her in a room for
Yep.
her entire childhood and kept her away from her sister. Like, that's not cool.
Nope. No, it's not. But
Yeah, but again, it's these dark undertones are overridden by the production. ASF does an amazing job.
Oh, it was well done for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm glad I saw it.
If my daughter was 10 and lived here, I would go.
Oh yeah.
But
It's heading towards
that said, what else would you like to talk about today? I see that you want to discuss Just Friends on Peacock. Let me guess, is this a rom-com or something?
Yes, it's a wrong.
Well, I saw you got down the rating here. It's 43.71. What's that? Is that a rating on
That's
Rotten Tomatoes?
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes. So 43 was what critics thought.
Uh-huh.
71 was audience score.
Okay.
And honestly, it was not. I didn't love it. It was starring Ryan Reynolds, Amy Smart, Anna Faris. Like when he was in high school, he was this fat, dorky kid with a retainer, and he was in love with this girl who rejected him because she just wanted to be friends. And then he comes back, and he's a big womanizer and taking advantage of women, and thinks that he can win her heart now, and blah blah blah.
Imagine that.
Interesting. Well, all right.
I'm not giving a recommendation for that one.
Okay,
I just
good.
watched it, so
Good.
I can tell you don't
Yeah.
bother.
Yeah.
All right. And I hadn't even heard about the best Christmas pageant ever on Hulu.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
So this is a book that I read as a child and loved. It's about this family of really bad kids, and they steal and they smoke and they don't seem to have parental guidance, but they suddenly want to get involved in the church Christmas pageant. And so slowly over the course of the movie, you realize that the bad kids are actually teaching everyone else the true meaning of Christmas. So the book is awesome. The movie came out last year, and I'm going to watch it with the kids this week.
Yeah, it's a very good movie. It really is. They do a good job of capturing the story. There is a play version of that available. They've adapted that book into a play.
I bet it'd be good as a play.
But this is a good adaptation of that book. And I recommend it. Yeah. And you see it on your sheet there, 92% of the critics approve.
Yeah,
of
that's,
it, 97% of the audience. So that's good.
You don't see that kind of cohesion between critics and audience very often at that high of a level. Anyway.
But it's a good movie.
That's on Hulu.
It'll make you laugh and it'll make you cry.
Now, Miss Murray, you may correct me if I pronounce this incorrectly. Joyeux Noel?
I think it's Joyeux Noel.
Joyeux?
Joyeux Noel.
Joyeux Noel.
It's a French.
Yes, on
But
Netflix.
if you look it up on Netflix, I think it's probably found under the title "Merry Christmas," which is the translation from the French.
So what's the attraction for this? Is it?
So there's a couple movies called Merry Christmas, or there's a couple called Joyeux Noel. So make sure you see the one that has Diane Kruger in it, and it's a World War I movie where we've got German troops, French troops, and Scottish troops fighting in the trenches. And on Christmas Eve, they all decide to put down their weapons and pull out their champagne and cigars and pictures of their family, and they all meet in the middle of the battlefield and just like show each other their humanity.
Oh,
it's
that's
super
cool.
touching. You won't be able to watch it without crying, I guarantee you. And Diane Kruger is this opera singer who's there to see her lover, and she comes and sings for them. And it is so amazing. It's really, really, really good.
Is that based on a true story, by the way?
I think so.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to
And
know.
of course, naturally, it's going to have subtitles for the French and German parts. So
I'd love to know how you facilitate that, when you're literally trying to kill each other. and over a long period of time, and then everybody realizes it's Christmas, we can stop for a
But
while.
it's not personal.
Yeah. I mean, it just highlights the horrors of war, that these guys are just innocent. They have families at home, and here we are. We don't really want to kill each other. We're just told to.
World War I was just such an incredible waste. Not that, but with World War II, 1, stop Hitler, and 2, stop Japan, countries that were hell bent on, building enslaving empires and an ideology that had to be stopped. The freedom was the goal there. I'm not stupid. I study history, and I've never really understood much about World War I. There's another movie, by the way, if you want to see a really authentic take, called 1917.
Yes.
It's a very incredible production because it's one continuous shot in real time.
Yeah.
Wow.
The length of the movie covers the time that these two guys are sent on a mission.
Yeah, Sam Mendes directed it. It's
very powerful.
It's very well done.
Very well done.
Yeah. Hey, Movie Maven, I wanted to ask you about 2 trailers that I have seen the last couple of days that intrigued me greatly. One of them is for the Spielberg movie coming out next year called Disclosure Day.
I saw that too.
It looks fascinating. I guess it's about aliens revealing themselves to be on the planet. But now I'm just going, why haven't I heard of this?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's been any buzz about it until just now when they dropped the trailer. And now I'm really intrigued. I want to see more about this. And I think I guess that's what they're doing.
I actually had heard about it months ago from Joey on his show. He was talking about it when, I guess an earlier trailer came out. So that was the first I had heard about it then, and I just kind of, forgot about it until I saw it again this week. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll have to keep my eyes open for that. The other trailer I saw was for a movie called A Great Awakening. I don't know if you heard about this. It's supposedly based on the true story of the friendship between George Whitefield and Ben Franklin. And it's set.
I would love to see that.
Right before the Revolutionary War. And it's showing how the influence of this preacher with Ben Franklin helped to shape the independence movement.
I can't wait to see that.
Coming out in April of 2026.
I might actually go to the theater to see that.
It's an independent film. It's done by Sight and Sound Films. These are the same people that did the Sight and Sound Theater in Branson, Missouri. So they have been doing Christian live entertainment, and now they're branching out into film.
Cool.
And I saw the trailer and went, oh, this looks good.
Hey, Movie Maven, I will buy you a ticket to go see that if you want.
Yeah. We need to make
Okay, this is the first I've heard of it, but sounds great.
Check it out and see. What you think. But it's perfect timing. I mean, coming out in April 2026, right before the 250th anniversary of our country.
I think there's going to be a lot of patriotic stuff next year, like that young George Washington movie is coming out too.
Can't wait to see the movie they're going to produce about Donald Trump to celebrate America. That should be. I'm sure they'll be fair. I'm sure it'll be.
Hey, he's coming up with the Patriot Games. Have you heard that?
Yes.
two champions from every state.
Yes.
One man, one woman, and they're going to be competing in this Olympic style event.
I'm all in.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm like,
I like that.
That's cool. So, anyway,
Miss Murray, we thank you again. Frozen.
Thank you.
Incredible production at ASF. Just Friends. Not wholeheartedly endorsed on Peacock. Very much endorsed. Best Christmas pageant ever on Hulu. And Joyeux Noël. I'll work on my French. You have a very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all of you as well. Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
So while we were doing that segment, I got a traffic update about that accident on 31 that Skipper mentioned. It's cars overturned in the median, like multiple cars. So yes, and there's responders on the scene.
Dang.
So if you're going towards Prattville on 31, then you can get around it. They're letting people use the shoulder. It's going to be very slow moving. If you can avoid it. But we know how it is. I mean, it's not easy to get to Prattville from Montgomery.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways.
I wonder how you end up in the median.
Well, maybe they got close to that certain store on 31.
Well, we got a fresh update from Skipper here.
It is by there. That was the text that I got that made me snicker when I had that response while you were doing that. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It is by that store.
Okay. Anyway.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Where a lot of Christmas shopping happening there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'll bet.
Last minute thing. Here is the latest from Skip.
We have a minor accident reported now at Copsford Road exit southbound on I-65. Please use caution there. Also an overturned vehicle, multiple vehicle accident, Highway 31 out of Montgomery. This is going to be right near the Kenworth truck dealership before Hunter Loop. Please watch out for emergency units there. We did have to report also of an overturned vehicle and injuries. Other than that, we're busy everywhere, but nothing else really to slow you down. We will keep you updated. McKinnon Toyota's got the largest stock inventory ever, plus the lowest tax rates in Alabama. It is worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. Wendell J. Montgomery Skywatch traffic.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
This Black Friday, why fight the crowds when the hottest deal is at Chad's AC and Heating? How about a brand new furnace for just $1? That's right, get a brand new furnace for only $1 with the purchase of a new AC and coil. Or just need a furnace? No problem. You'll get 25% off. And with your busy schedule, just call Chad, and tell him to sign you up for this money-saving deal before the end of the year. Call Chad's today at 784-9144. That's 784-9144.
Call Dad. No, Ella, call Chad.
Are you ready for some football? Whether you yell War Eagle or Roll Tide, if you're fourth and goal, then it's time you call in a special team, Alabama Home Mortgage. I'm Kim Williams with Alabama Home Mortgage, where we make mortgages easy. With a starting lineup like ours, you can rest assured that you are dealing with the MVPs of the mortgage industry here at Alabama Home Mortgage. Do you feel like you're being blocked on every play? Take a time out and make the call that will change it all. Call Alabama Home Mortgage at 567-4223, or you can visit our website, myalabamahomemortgage.com. Together, we can create the playbook that will lead to your financial victory. Don't let the clock run out. Call Alabama Home Mortgage today at 334-567-4223, or visit us online at myalabamahomemortgage.com. 567-4223. Alabama Home Mortgage, because there is a difference in mortgage companies. War Eagle, Roll Tide. NMLS 1586-368, Equal Housing Lender.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
So you need last-minute gifts. No judgment. Get an extra 25% off during Kohl's Friends and Family Sale and find great gifts under $20. Like something cozy, something thoughtful, something that says, you planned this all along. Yep, you're just one quick trip away from checking off the last gifts on your list. Save now at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. Select styles. Offer ends December 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Want that ride that is fun, affordable, and street legal? Check out ETG Outdoors in Montgomery. They have huge discounts on electric golf carts with many brand new units under 10 grand. New and used inventory, financing available, and they service what they sell. ETG Outdoors even provides lithium battery conversions and free delivery with purchase. Whether it's for the neighborhood, the farm, or just fun. ETG Outdoors, 7006 Vaughn Road, or online at etgoutdoors.com. Cruise smarter, drive electric. ETG Outdoors, your ride to freedom starts here.
The River Region's first and only news talk station on FM. Live, local talk. News Talk 93.1 FM WACV.
There's just a few days left till Christmas. It'll be here soon. Ain't finished with your gift list.
And just a few minutes left of this radio show. Happy to welcome our resident expert on things on the Birmingham Highway.
I didn't realize it was this close to the end of the show when I called, but
I usually do the parking lot reports in the morning, but I thought I'd throw one in this afternoon with this traffic jam and everything. The parking lot's pretty full. There, people are just saying, "Screw it, I'm getting out of the traffic." Might as well go in here and shop.
See, things work out well, don't they?
I'm serious. People are just, like going down the shoulder just to go in there and get out of the traffic jam for a while. I don't know, but
they
anyway,
got lots of stocking stuffer stuff.
Oh yeah, maybe they're running a special. 2 for 1.
Yeah.
Stuffing.
I don't know,
a big
but
part of what they do.
I don't know, but I got to get out of here and head toward Prattville when I get off, and that's not going to be fun getting back out of here.
Yeah,
but anyway,
Any idea what caused this? I mean, there's some multiple cars in the median. Some overturned.
I turned before I got to it. I could see the lights and stuff up ahead, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on up there. I saw what looked to be a car in the median on its side. But I was still a little distance from it when I turned to come in here to park. But
there's a stretch where it goes straight for a while, and then there's that big curve. I wonder if somebody just wasn't paying attention and slid off or hit somebody else. I don't know.
Actually, I think it's the exit there from the Kenworth dealer. Somebody probably got impatient and pulled out there, and I'm not going to speculate, but anyway.
Well, William
that's
B,
where it is.
I will not be here in the morning, but Rich and Jay will. I'm sure they'd appreciate any early morning update you can provide.
I will. Hey, and Merry Christmas, and be careful going down that way, and enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
All righty, thanks.
Merry Christmas, William B.
There's a stupid commercial. 2 chicks practicing their MMA, beating the crap out of each other, and then they go for the Advil. Here, I got an idea. Don't kick the crap out of each other, and you won't have to get Advil.
Ding.
Stupid. What do you expect when you do that? That you're going to feel fine? Getting kicked in the head?
Yeah, watching too many movies.
You notice that this is another area where the woke come in.
Yeah.
Anytime, I'll never forget when this all started. Walgreens was advertising for something for the elderly. And what do I see? A shadow boxing grandmother boxing her shadow down the wall of a Walgreens. It was one of the most insipid things I've ever seen in my life. She looked ridiculous. And you never see, but that used to be like an almost entirely male thing. Now it's all female in terms of Madison Avenue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we need strong women who can kick the crap out of each other. Sydney Sweeney, I hope you're listening. That was a stupid movie, man.
Well, I was going to
that
say.
movie bombed. I mean, it came and went very
nobody
quickly.
wants to watch her. Look at
We know what we want to see when we see Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even care what she says.
Yeah, well, somehow I don't think it's going to hurt her career. So,
Hell no. In fact, the movie that she made that looks intriguing with Amanda Seyfried.
Oh, The Housemaid. I want to see that.
That does look good. That does look good.
That's
looks
based on
interesting.
a book too.
That's
Good. They actually, if you read the book, her casting was not good.
Yeah.
But
you know what? If she got hired by Hallmark to do some Hallmark movies, I bet their male viewership would jump significantly.
Sydney Sweeney kicks Christmas's ass this week on the Hallmark Channel.
With Lacey Chabert.
Lacey, got to
And
find a role for
Franklin
Lacey.
Vanderwinkle.
Lacey's got it. Now that I know who Lacey Chabert is, I'm almost embarrassed to admit that I know that, but I do now.
she's adorable. How do you not
She
know her
is.
from Mean Girls?
No, she's your everyday girl. Sydney Sweeney, on the other hand, when she's offered a project, she should ask, would Marilyn Monroe do this? And if the answer is no, don't do it.
Right.
She could be, I'm not saying she is now, could be the Marilyn Monroe of our time.
Well, as Rich Thomas says, look at the time. We're almost done.
Boy, look at the time.
Rich Thomas is right.
Everybody is to leave here immediately.
Pamela Dubuque, you are a Christmas god.
Merry
Thank
Christmas. She's the radio goddess.
That's a thespian. Thank you. David Blackman, thank you. Ellen Murray, thank you. I'll see you a week from today, bright and early with Rich Thomas and Jay Scott. Thanks for punching us up and Merry Christmas.
Adios, muchacho.